I'm comfy.
Sweet.
Unless
Beauty. And yeah, we can all help out. Be a team effort.
yay.
Oh Lord. I got
I volunteer to only voice Fen. I got it. Trust me.
it.
Full massive accent.
Done.
Practicing the whole life.
Deal. Deal. So I'm just trying to get my camera aligned here because there we go. All right. Now I'm going to screen share. Where is the share button? There it is. Screen share coming in hot.
And blowing out stop.
Beauty. Just your screens for my spewing pleasure. Get to it. Aha, it was the monitor that was the issue last couple of days. All right. Welcome back. And let's get to it. Right down to business. There's not much to really be said about the recap. The party, having gathered as many bags and resources as humanly possible, prepares themselves for the descent into Thordak's crater, a most hot and dangerous place full of magma landsharks, very pleasant sounding creatures. You have fought a couple of them. Easy enough to deal with. This is no big deal. This is going to be easy. And have acquired a little bit of treasure, and it seems the deeper you go, the easier it gets to acquire some treasure. And through of your teeth, a group stealth check got you around the big mama magma shark. And you proceeded down the stairs to continue deeper into the lair of Thordak, which is where we pick up today. I will move your many minis when it becomes relevant. But for the meantime, we're just going to treat this as a little bit of like a POV. So, you have just made it through the main chasm, the main chamber where the big bad mama magma shark was, and proceed down the hall. You're making your way down, everything seems to be fine. And then you get to about here, in which you can actually hear, to some great surprise, language from people, sort of like voices off in the distance. But unsurprisingly, very sort of fiery sounding, sort of, I had to make an example, just sort of, it's an otherworldly sound, but nonetheless coming from creatures of some kind. You hear the sound of, well, anybody who's interested, make me a perception check and see how much you can pick up.
And if it helps any, I do speak Primordial.
It most certainly does. I was actually just going to go peek your sheet for that, so thank you.
I was gonna say I just got a 13.
13, okay.
Got a 9.
Oh,
29. Good job.
Oh, just a 9.
Oh, just a 9. I said 20.
Just a 9.
Good job.
Nix and Kiro, nothing.
You guys are
preoccupied.
Like going on an adventure. You guys are just you guys are happy in the back. Yvain, did you roll?
I rolled for Zarvolg as well. Zarvolg got an 11, and Yvain got a 25.
Very nice. Yeah, Nyx, Quiro, and Zarvolg are in the back. Zarvolg's like, all right, pay attention. Like, don't get, don't get cocky. In the background there, giving some guidance. Yvain, you hear, it's hard to hear everything going on down there because you do hear the sort of the blobbing of magma, but you do think you hear, strangely enough, maybe like the sound of like shambling chains, like nothing large, no great large chains, but like just like smaller chain sounds, like the shuffling of chains back and forth, a couple of sets of them, in fact. And as for our primordial speaker, You do understand what is being said. And it's something along the lines of, keep moving, slaves. Hold the treasure within. We will not be taking too long here. We know how your mortal bodies seem to wither under the glory of flame. And they and that's kind of what it is. There is this. It just basically sounds like a slave drive. Sort of like yelling at his slaves. That's what it sounds like.
Ember's communication is a turn of his head and the word slavers. At which point he will start moving forward.
Got it. Okay, let me see here. Just getting a little sheet out, just in case of. Well, we'll get to that. So we're breaking stealth for like fuck slavers. Like we're breaking stealth. We're going in.
Sure. Yeah. I'm game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I
Amber
should
take off, I'm like,
object on Zarvolg's behalf, but
Yeah. So there is a pathway to the left, but the sounds are indeed coming from the opening ahead. You come into this room, and you are going to see the following. You are going to look down, and you are going to see that there is, coming from the central of the smoke of the magma pool, a circle of flame that sort of floats in the air above the magma pool. And the magma almost seems to almost as if gravity's reversing underneath it. It's sort of like binding with the circle and sort of like looping back in as if some strange fiery magma sort of trading of energy is going on. It's very strange. You also see a number of heavily burned individuals. Most of them are tieflings. There's about 3 of them that are tieflings. One of them is presumably a fire genasi. And the rest of them are humans that are badly burned. And they're barefoot, so there is some unpleasant smells ascending from skin on molten rock. And there are there's 3 other individuals of 2 different types. The first of which, you see these dwarf-sized creatures that has flesh of bronze, pure bronze, and their heads are on fire. And they have these like mean, dwarfy, grumbling looks. Their beards are on fire, their hair is on fire, but all of their skin is just pure bronze, like a moving statue of some kind. They bear arms and armor. And sort of standing in the back, kind of running their hand along the wall, you see this giant man, this huge man. He has red skin, a very strong body, is a massive scimitar strapped across his back, and he is endowed in jewels and rings and gold and such. And it's just sort of curiously looking through the chamber that is filled with magma and such. So that's what we're looking at. As you guys sort of approach the ledge, you guys strike a pose, obviously, a very heroic pose at the top. And there are some looks looking up, and you hear one of them speak back and says, "Master, mortals have arrived." They sort of bear their maces from their hips, and they ignite into flame at the head. And the person at the back looks up at you all and grins to see, and you all see like sharp teeth and like horns coming out of the top of the head. And he kind of grins at you all with an interest, glowing white eyes, and he says, "No." And this is all in primordial, by the way. So all of you are hearing like basically the sound of like fire. It's just the sound of like fire sound that is made into some kind of form of linguistic. But one of the back says, "No, I'm interested. Proceed." His legs vanish into a torrent of flame, and he ascends upward, propelled by the flame at his legs, and sort of soars up to over here to confront you all. He doesn't bear his sword. He kind of keeps his hands behind his back, very like postured and confident. And he swaps to common. He says, "This is your language of Alexandria, yes?"
That would be
Last I checked.
correct.
Because you are brave to descend so deep into these chasms. Uh, Great respects paid to all of you. You come for treasure and wealth, I expect.
Indeed.
Indeed. Much to go around. Much to go around. But, please, take what you will. We'll take what we will. Move on with our lives. Unless there is business you'd like to have with me and mine, and of course, my Ember.
Which ones do I have?
As he's saying this, can Glint kind of like lean over, kind of like trying to look past a really tall person at the theater and just try and see how many slaves are down there?
There's about, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them coming in and out of the portal.
Can we see what's on the other side?
Make a perception check.
Sure thing. 14.
14. You see beyond a very fine courtyard made of like red stone, and there looks to be like elements of like metallic embellishment, brass mostly. You might even hazard to see some glinting in the background of like a cityscape further beyond.
Would I know anything about what that might be or where that might be?
Let me ask you, has Glint studied the Outer Planes at all?
I would think so, just given the history of Vecna and the Shadowfell, that some familiarity with the Outer Planes would be part of the curriculum.
Okay, make me an Arcana or Religion check.
Alrighty.
Weirdly enough, religion is kind of a study of the Outer Planes, which is a
Yeah.
weird way to think about it.
It's a 27 on an
27.
Arcana.
Yeah, that's very, very good. This is a genie. This is an efreet. This is an elemental of fire. And he, by what you see through that portal, what you suspect is he comes from the famed city of Brass, the mightiest city in the elemental plane of fire, where Ifriti rule over all. And it is, by plane wanderers, is considered like an exceptional black market. Amongst, normal markets, slavery runs rampant. The Ifriti are not considered good people.
Interesting.
But a powerful people, as a governing body, very powerful.
My name is Ember. And what is yours, Lord Efreet?
This is very... Yes, you. And he will bow, and he's going to tell you his name. Give me but a moment. I figured out everything except of his name. Hang on. Working on it. There we are. He bows to you, and he will say, my name is Aquim. It is good to meet you. But more importantly is my master. I serve the great Ember Lord and chief advisor to the Sultan of City of Brass, Suleiman Alcazar. And who do you serve? I sense a familiar presence upon you.
I'm in the service of Lord Estrix.
Lord Estrix. I don't think I've heard of a Lord Estrix before. Interesting. Interesting. There is not many that I do not know. Are you sure that's his true name?
It's the name that I've been asked to refer to him.
Apparently. Well, I would be most interested to meet your master if you'd be willing to pass along my appreciation. I'd be very interested to know who this person is.
I'm sure that I would be more than willing to pass along your name. But as you are standing within his professed territory, there is an issue of permission, which I don't believe you have received. So I will have to kindly ask you to remove yourself and your minions, and I will return these people to the city of Amon, and you may be on your way.
Yes. Make me a persuasion or intimidation check. Your choice.
Add 6. Add a d6. I had a wheel today.
Okay. $18 on intimidation.
18. He sort of puts his hands up. He himself doesn't seem frightened, but not like a personal safety kind of way, but like you're throwing your weight around and he's seeming to feel that. He puts his hands up and he goes, I understand. We are visitors to this plane. Your Estrix has claimed this is his domain. I would not wish to step on toes of fellow efreet. So we will leave. We will leave then, perhaps. But I do require your Estrix to make himself known to me. I do, of course, serve the great Ember Lord, and we would want to know who it is we've stepped on the toes of, you see.
Well, if you're free, I can arrange an introduction almost immediately.
Very well. This is all the matter. Yes, please arrange. I will begin to pack up my people, and in the meantime, yes, please bring your master forward. I'd be very interested to meet him. Most accommodating. And he will sort of soar down, swap back to his language, and sort of say, "We're leaving. Leave the rest. Bring the slaves. We are going." And they'll go, "Master, why must we leave?" He goes, "We are on the territory of another Efreetian. You do not speak back to him." Go, "Of course, my lord." And they will begin to pack up and sort of like turn the slaves around. The slaves will start making their way to the portal.
Are the slaves headed into the portal?
They are indeed headed into the portal.
Well, we can't be having that. I don't have...
They are...
Wait. Actually,
progressing.
I can't stack it. Damn it. Ember will just step off the edge and use another instance of his flight and fly himself down.
All right, you do so. Land. The Efreet keeps its eyes on you. Not hostile in any way, hands still politely and confidently behind his back, patiently awaiting your master. The bronze-skinned dwarf creatures sort of shove the slaves like along. They're like, no, and they begin to go to the portal. We'll say two of them have gone through by now.
If I may, the slaves will not be going back to the city of Brass.
He looks up at you, and he goes, "Is that so? You intend to rob me of my property?"
I have a great respect for the markets of your city. I've heard countless legends of them and of the trade that can flow through it. If you would think of a fair exchange, I am happy to discuss. But what is non-negotiable is that they will remain here.
Bring your master forward. It is he I will treat with. Perhaps he might arrange the sale of slaves.
Then I request you allow those people to stay here in the interim.
Make a persuasion check.
Can you use heroic inspiration on this one?
Sure.
Okay. 18.
18. He sort of sneers up at you and says, "Very well, but these are not mine to give. They belong to my master." And he swaps to Ignin and says, "Lead the slaves stay. They may be a part of this transaction." And these ears will sort of like, not beating them up or anything, but will like roughly stop them before they leave. 4 remain here. 2 have already gone to the portal.
Ember will just open his flask and let Red out
Okay.
and send Red in smoke form back to the entrance.
It's fantastic. Won't take long. He looks up at the smoke, looks at you, and as this will probably take a couple minutes. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the intro? No more than like 5 minutes, but still.
Can Nyx cast Bardic Inspiration on Ember since he's doing our negotiations?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Out of curiosity, the ledge that we're standing on, from that ledge down to like the ground where everybody else is, how far is that?
You look down. It is about a 30-foot drop.
Okay.
I will say, as we're waiting, I would like everybody except for Ember, of course, to make a con save, as it is smolderingly hot.
Yeah.
As you're deep, deep, deep inside of this volcanic activity.
Ooh.
Hero got a 16.
Very nice.
Nyx got a 10.
All right, Nyx, you're going to take a point of exhaustion.
I got a 12.
You're doing okay still, Glint.
Oh gosh.
I also got a 12.
Whoa, you're sideways. That's impressive.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're...
Are you
you're
sideways? I don't think so.
Evie got an 18.
Yep, Evie is...
I know
good.
he's upset. Oh, there he is.
There it is.
Hello.
Yep,
Wow.
Everly's all right. Are Skellies immune to exhaustion? I would think
Yes, I believe
they are. Okay, cool. Then they're good. They're good. They'll just melt eventually. many long hours will take, but they're good for now. Cool. You wait, and after a short period of time, how's I gonna get? Oh, I gotta answer a question to myself real quick. Oh, okay. No, I can make it happen. You will see after a couple. Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I was saying in the moment, I was going to pull out my star map and just sort of look to the stars for some guidance for Ember.
Or you're good to because it's a touch, right?
Mhm.
You're gonna have
hold
to
on.
get down.
Do I need to get down there? Oh
I
shit!
think so.
Never mind. I forgot that it was a touch thing. I thought I could. I don't have happy out. I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
May I tend to them?
Because you may not touch my master's property. I am being kind and letting them stay or pushing now.
Very well.
If there's nothing else.
If we're
At this time, walking down the steps, as cool as a cucumber, not a sweat drop on his brow, you see Lord Estrix, short, red, sort of severe-looking face, sort of make his way down the steps, looking like almost a little like I don't want to say agitated, but like just like caught off guard, I guess would be the best way to say. And he kind of comes around the corner to see the efreet. Ember, you won't see it because you're all the way down there, but the rest of you will kind of catch him. Kind of like there's a sigh of fuck, very clearly, and he will. Similar to you, Ember, and this is the first time you've ever seen him actually use fire magic, I believe, but he'll step out the side similarly, and flame will erupt from his feet, sort of softening his fall, and he'll land next to you. And he'll say, well, what do we think we found here?
Lord Estrix, I've found another noble entity of fire within your domain.
I see. And he'll look over to him and sort of approach. He is still, he approaches, and much smaller than the other entity, who stands tall and mighty, head and shoulders above him, but Estrix doesn't sort of feign in that. And a conversation will begin that is in Ignit, which you will understand, Ember, as you understand Primordial, where Estrix would basically say.
And I will leave Red up with the party, and I'll kind of sub-vocalize because I can speak through Red.
Ooh. Okay.
So
okay.
everybody can be in on what's being said.
lovely.
Very cool. Very, very tight.
Out of character question, because I don't think Glint's ever met Estrix anything more than just a nobleman. Am I remembering that correctly? Okay, cool.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, nobody in the party has ever met Estrix further than just being a nobleman, if a little eccentrically interesting, or having interesting allies. But I've never seen him cast magic. Like this is pretty new, I think, for the party at large. And he'll speak. Yes, you are muted.
I am not trying to be difficult. I just want to make sure that I understand. I thought we knew that Ember's magic came from Lord Estrix. And I apologize if I don't.
You might. Glint has never had that conversation.
All right.
Because he joined the party at a different time.
All right. No, I just wanted to make certain.
No, it's a good point. You guys are, I think Zarvolg and Yvain are both aware that Estrix is the source of his magic, but more than that, you don't know anything about it. He could be an archmage for all. There have been some off-table assumptions, but that's, yeah. Anyway, the conversation begins. Estrix says, "A pleasure to meet you. Who do I have the pleasure of regarding?" And the genie will say, "It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Lord Aquim, servant to the Ember Lord Suleiman Alcazar, chief advisor to the Sultan of the city of Brass." And Estrix says, yes, I'm aware of the Ember Lord. And Aquim says, "You excuse me, Estrix. I must confess my confusion. Why do you choose to hide behind this paltry mortal form? And more still, why claim dominion over this place? You wouldn't be in exile, would you?" Estrix sort of almost like sniffs to himself, like in a little bit of like annoyance at the arrogance of this person. He says, "I do not believe it is any of your concern." And he goes, Of course, I let my curiosity get the better of me. Your servants, slaves, servants?" And he goes, "Servants." And he goes, "Servants. They have seem to have some problem with my property. They wish for you to bargain on their behalf." And he doesn't look back, he looks over to the slaves. And he says, "I'd be willing to bargain for them. They seem to be resilient to our nature. What is it that you would desire in exchange?" He says, "I will give you all 4 of my master's slaves. I'm sure he'd be very interested to know your true name, your true identity." Worth the exchange, I think, huh? And Estrix, well, the guy's gonna make a persuasion check against Estrix, actually. There's a pause from Estrix. He is going to say, "Very well. I will share with you my true name. But first, release the prisoners, and I would also wish assurances that you leave. My servants are in the middle of something of a competition that requires them gather the gold that you are taking." He says, "Yeah, very well. This is a difficult proposition just for a name. I mean, the elemental power here is invigorating. I am certain the Ember Lord would wish to know of its power, would wish to understand it, and perhaps use it to his own regard." And he says, "And yet you're in my domain, as my servant has elaborated." He goes, "You would wish to go to war with the Ember Lord?" He says, "Never. The Ember Lord understands the laws of the land better than most, I would think." So. Very well. Very well. And he will snap his fingers, and the brass creatures will walk over to the servants and, like, break their chains, essentially. The 4 of them look, like, starstruck that this is happening. And Lord Estrix will approach the efreet and will, in private, whisper something to him. And the efreet will lean back and sort of, "Now I know you're telling the truth. It is an honor to meet you. And is there anyone you would like me to contact for the city of Brass? Anyone you'd like me to pass a word along for?" Estrix says, "No. And Aquim says, well, very well, very well. I would invite you to visit the Ember Lord. He might be very pleased to see you, but circumstances being what they are. At this point, the brass creatures have gone through the portal. He says, well, this is where we leave. We will close the portal behind us. It is a very thin thing here down below, but it has been an honor meeting you, Lord Estrix. And he will go through the portal, and the portal will sort of almost drop as if someone had just like spilled a length of lava down to the ground, and it just disincorporates from its magical form and splashes into the pool below. The enemies are gone, and the slaves are freed. Estrix looks rather agitated. And he will, not at you guys, as far as you know, and he will turn around and say, well, you all have a competition to complete, I believe. I should leave you to it, yes?
Sorry, but who are you?
I am Lord Estrix.
Apologies, he insisted.
Of course. And another torrent of flame under his leg. Or actually, before he goes, he'll look to you, Ember, and says, have everything you need?
I believe so. I felt that negotiation was probably better than the other option.
A good judgment call. A fine judgment call. Though, obviously, there is a part of me that might have yearned for the idea of his snide face slathered on one of these rocks.
Like him.
By all means, bring...
I will keep that in mind if there is ever a future encounter.
No, you made the right decision, I think. Or... Yes. Thank you. Very well. And he will... The flame will emerge back under his legs, propel himself back onto the ledge, and he will wander up past you guys, returning to where he came from. Again, not a single drop of sweat on his brow, nor a flush in his cheek. Much the same as ever.
Okay, we gotta ferry these folks at least up to the ledge.
Yeah.
If you're curious, you have in front of you 3 tieflings and 1 fire genasi. They are all female.
Of course they are.
I'll actually, carrying them up shouldn't be much of a problem. I'll just...
If we can get a short rest, I can do it.
We have a carpet.
Yeah.
We do have a carpet. Yes,
We
I'm
don't
sorry.
need a
I'm
rest.
I'm so used to ferrying everyone. I forgot that I don't have to be a taxi anymore. Thank you, Ember. Thank you.
Oh no, were you gonna do this the hairy legs again? Not the
Have
hairy
it-
legs.
No, I can fly. I also have a healer's kit. Can I go look to their wounds, please?
Let's get them up to you. I'm gonna hit them with some water as a start, and
Yeah.
we'll triage away from the cascading pillar of magma.
That's fair. That is fair. That's fair.
Just to save you guys here a little bit, they don't, other than like some malnourishment situation going on, as you might expect, they're not like burned or like wounded, as far as you can tell. There were some other ones that were, the more human ones were definitely suffering, but you get the sense there's something about their... Well, Ember, you would know, and you guys have been around tieflings enough. You know that they're built for this temperature, so they're doing okay, despite some perhaps malnourishment and dehydration.
If need be, I can create a pocket of safety for them. They can't exactly move, but it would last them for some hours.
Well, once we get them ferried up and, if triaged that they're, you know, starving but not injured, uh,
We could actually just stay in one place while we clean the place out. Just, we should
It
look at
might
them.
be safer for them than trying to make the hike up alone past the
They
magma.
know they must
Right.
no, they should.
Contrarily, we could just ask them what they want, seeing as you're standing right here.
Valid point.
well, as
No,
as a
actually.
starter, I'm gonna cast create food and water. Help yourselves,
Sure.
gentlemen or ladies.
Yeah, they are like, and they seem to only speak Ignan, as far as you can tell. Or that's not true. Well, yeah, that's not true. The tiefling they all speak, and if you ask them, the tieflings also speak Infernal. Uh, Unsurprisingly, Common doesn't seem to be in their diction, though they do understand a couple of words here and there, like eat, go, hello, goodbye, sit, collect. Certain key words they do understand, but they are mostly Infernal and Ignan speakers. And they happily gobble up some food. Ember, they're very thankful. Um, uh, they're just immensely thankful. They're like shaking your hand. Um, you have. We'll say that this one tiefling woman kind of speaks for the rest of them and says, "You freed us. What do we do now? What do we do for you?"
Rest yourselves as best you can. No no thinking person should live in bondage.
So you were that you say that, and they all are like, "Oh, like that's not an idea we've ever heard in our lifetime." And they kind of you see it on their faces. They're like, "Oh, this is a new philosophy," but they do kind of like they sit fairly casually, like up against the molten wall, and then they do sort of like essentially begin to take a short rest, eat some food, celebrate their freedom. They're doing okay.
Okay. So next thing is that looks like a huge pile of loot.
Yeah.
We should work on collecting a huge pile of loot.
If I may suggest, can we communicate that there's something really awful a couple of rooms ahead and they should stay with us? Yeah?
Yeah. And,
Because they're not
absolutely.
equipped to deal with that.
Or at least stay here till we get back.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ember, speaking both Ignan and having minor illusion, will show. Here's a magma landshark. Here's a mama magma landshark. Here are people. By
to cut
comparison.
in a little bit, because while this is happening, this is, I believe, some minutes of giving them food and water and communicating. Glint would, in fact, kind of waggle his fingers like he's about to grab the last donut at a staff meeting and start taking a look at all the treasure.
Fair enough. You would notice the treasure in the corner, though clearly was being like scooped into bags and hauled away originally. There's still plenty of it left, and it is. There does look to be like an underlayer that does have fused together, but it's like 10% of the whole pot. Most of it is loose gemstones, gold, uh, embellished weapons, artifacts, art pieces. Nothing that's cloth, obviously, but a lot of anything that might be solid stone, not too fragile. It's here, man. Jewelry, gemstones. It's great.
Yeah. Glint will start moving things into his bag of holding.
Excellent. I will tell you what. What are the dimensions of what you can hold inside of a bag of holding? if you may
Let me
ask.
verify. I know the pound limit, but there's also dimensions of the actual space. So let
It
me pull that
says
up.
2 feet square and 4 foot deep.
Mm-hmm.
And then it
Yeah, 2
says
feet
not
wide,
exceeding
4
a
foot deep.
volume of 64 cubic feet, and then it holds up to 500 pounds.
So 64 cubic feet. That's
Yeah.
quite a
That's-
storage unit.
It certainly is.
Yeah, it's
We
about
have,
the
what,
size of like a
7?
gun locker kind of situation.
If I may recommend, if we ever do this again, we should get these for the skellies also.
Oh man, 64 cubic feet. I gotta.
Yes.
All right, who here's really good at math? What is that like? What are the dimensions of like a cube, a 64 cubed? Like the length, width, and height, and all of that. It's been a minute since I've done my Pythagorean.
So the space is 2 foot by 2 foot long, 2 foot wide, and then 4 foot deep.
Which is interesting because that should be
That's way less than
that's
64 cubic.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
only 16 cubic feet roughly,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
I think the idea that that's the
Like you can't show
that's like
something
the
bigger than that.
yeah, like that's I think the idea is that's the interior of the bag itself.
Okay.
Maybe. Like if you were to
So-
reach inside, that would be the, and then when you close it, that's the extra dimensional space attached is the big one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna guess that would be about 8 times 4 would be 8, 16, 24, 32. Yeah, so it'd be about 4 feet deep as
Yeah.
in width, and then 2 feet across, and then 8 feet vertical.
If it's completely square, then it's 4 by 4 by 4. So 4 foot long, 4 foot wide, 4 foot deep.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
and then if it's following the
Got
bag
it.
dimensions, it'd be 2 by 4 by 8 on the
Yeah.
opening.
Okay, 2 by 4 by 8. Okay. So if those are the actual like dimensions,
Mm-hmm.
how many bags of holding you guys got? Because there's a lot of loot here.
6.
6.
6?
6.
Beverly has one also.
He does
So
indeed have
Oh,
one.
7.
Also. 7
And-
of them, huh?
So 7
Yeah.
bags of holding, and then each of the skellies has a regular
A little
backpack.
Understood. I will make our lives easy and say if you guys spend 10 minutes scooping gold into bag,
Okay.
I will say from this pile alone, you can, like, you don't know what you're getting, right? Like, it's random loot. But, you know, gold, gems, jewels, whatever you might get, spend 10 minutes, you can fill all of your bags holding from this pile. But that will deplete this particular pile.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's what we
That
came here to
works.
do.
Exactly.
What
Does
do
that
you
mean that all of our
mean?
bags are full?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
see.
So was the idea that we were supposed to just get what we could get, or and like other people were coming in also,
Yes.
or like if all right, so
We can still carry more physically because we also have our own carrying weights involved.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to decide is like I could just send the magma, I could just send her away, right? Like she's not from here. I could just send her home. We could kill her babies, and then like the place would be free of problems for like a day. You know, technically anyone could just come here. Yeah, it's uncomfortable because it's warm for anyone but like Ember. But do you follow what I'm saying here?
Um,
So like if they're trying to get all of this stuff out and we can just send all the bad shit away, why can't we come back?
Well, but then, and I could be completely wrong on this. Didn't the giant flaming man say that the veil is thin here? And I'm paraphrasing here. But doesn't that mean that everything that's in that room and everything that we've already taken down just kind of like leaked itself through?
yes,
That-
other creatures can quite easily simply punch through in time, or if gateways open or are intentionally made.
Oh yeah,
Well, then
we need to
following that
communicate
logic,
that to someone. That seems like a huge security risk.
but
Well,
then following that logic, and I could be completely wrong, but it's kind of like the evil you know versus the one you don't. Like, say we move her out and all of her babies, something's gonna punch through and take her place, and who's to say that that'll be any better or worse than the thing we're taking out?
So just
Actually,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure that was necessarily within the spirit of the day. I mean,
Yeah,
if
this is
somebody
something of
wanted,
a
if
evening
someone wanted
competition.
us to come down and heal the scar, they could have asked us to do that. That wasn't what was asked.
Oh,
This is an annual competition that people seem to enjoy having. I don't know that they necessarily wanted us to end it.
all right. You know something? That's fair. So, I don't.
And
Do we want
and
to fight Mama?
the rift closure, to be perfectly honest with you, is outside of our purview.
All right.
That's something that, if I understand correctly, the air or the fire Ashari are already working on. This is just another place where that work needs to go on.
All right. So, do you want to try to sneak past Mom again? Do you want me to just send her away? If I send her away, by the way, that doesn't kill her. I guess theoretically she could come back and.
Bookkeeping question on that point. Are there other tunnels going deeper from this chamber?
There was one to the left, right?
There's one to the left from
Yeah.
the ledge, and there is a staircase that leads into another cavern, and a pathway that leads into another cavern. This is not the end of the room.
Yeah, I think we can keep going. And
Yeah.
also, while we're starting all the scooping, Glint's going to ritual cast detect magic
Okay.
and just kind of send a pulse for anything registering on the magical spectrum in the treasure.
So, okay. I'm going to say everything's been loaded into bags at this point. We've been kind of hanging around talking for a minute, but you could definitely activate that for future stuff going on. So we're going to say everything's been loaded. At least this particular pile's been loaded into bags at this point.
Sure.
Just to move ourselves along here. But
All right.
I do need a con save from everybody. We've been hanging around for quite a few minutes longer, except of course Ember.
Oh, thank God.
15.
22.
In 11.
21.
11. Hero, that is a point of exhaustion. Did you get Glenn?
21.
21, very nice. Yvain?
15.
Nice. Zarbalk?
14.
Very nice. Nix? Yeah, you got like 20 something, right?
Yeah, 22.
22. Bev takes a point of exhaustion.
No.
The skeletons don't sense temperature.
For the folks who have taken points of exhaustion, I'm going to come around with the alchemist flask, and I'm going to physically douse you with some water.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then I am going to immediately shape water and freeze it.
Jesus.
Kira
a
literally melts
lifesaver.
into Kira literally melts into like a puddle. Like she doesn't lay down, but she's like, oh thank goodness.
Yeah, you pour it on these three people, and there's an immediate steam rises off of their hot leather or armor. But it feels great. I'm sure it feels fantastic.
All right. So you want to map the rest of the place out?
Let's find out as much as we can get. Do we want to work from the bottom down here, or do we want to work from the passageway that we missed up above?
Say the one we missed up above.
Would that necessitate sneaking past the
No.
Mama Shock again?
No.
One further down.
Right. Physically, about 6 feet behind where Glint's mini is a passageway going to the left.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah. So just to let you know all of your passages and options. So from your ledge, there's that big boy that leads down into the earth, probably towards where Ember's stationed now. From Ember's chamber, there is a pathway deeper in the same direction. There's also a bit of a makeshift stairwell that leads into some other cavern at a higher level across the room. Other than that, there is no other options. You got 3 options forth. I'm going to assume that you've used the carpet to all come down and gather up the treasure at this point, so I'm going to assume you're all at Ember's level right now.
Well, if we're all down here, why don't we poke at this level and see, and then if nothing comes of that, then we can take the little stairs going up.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you want to head down here?
Yeah.
Beauty. All right. Make your way through the stalagmites or stalactites. Who knows?
Tights are on the ceiling, mites are on the ground.
Yeah, inspiration. Stalagmite, the ultimate D&D cavern question.
Tights, because they have to hold on because
yeah,
they're hanging.
Exactly. There's nothing more satisfying than being on like an inactive volcano tour, and the tour guide's like, "Does anyone know which is the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite?" And you're like,
Actually,
"I play D&D, motherfucker, over here." It's good feeling.
Actually,
Oh, tight. That was a good remembering or a good mnemonic device for tights. But the way that I learned it was the points on the M go up, so stalagmites come from the floor.
Ooh, got it. Very cool. I think I use yours admittedly, Ember, where it's like they gotta be tight. They gotta hold on tight. That's how I kind of remember it personally. Okay, as you make your way down the lane, there are 2 paths. To your left, you see what looks to be very large bones coming from the left chamber. From the right chamber, you see the glint of gold. What do you go for?
The glint of flesh is curious about the glint of the glint of gold.
You're not curious about the glint of bone?
no.
Like the giant bones sticking out the
I do
ground?
like
Glint
right
is
over
having
there.
a crisis right now.
Ooh,
What
is
to
it the dwarf
prioritize?
that likes treasure or the necromancer that likes bones going to win this argument?
Ooh,
Decisions,
torn.
decisions.
I feel like the only way he could take the bones is if he animated them, though.
Absolutely.
Hey, I mean, dragon bone is a lot tougher than
It's
cow
true.
bone, let me tell you.
Oh.
We do have 6 dragon bones already. We could do some upgrading.
True.
Dragon army. Let's go.
How long do you still have your detect magic for, Clint?
About 8-9 minutes.
Let's check the treasure as
Yeah.
a quick pass first, and if there's nothing particularly super exciting, we'll go look at the bones to see if there's salvage to be had there.
All right, we're
All
going
right.
for the gold.
Yeah.
Got it. Glint, the necromancer inside you, goes, "No!" But the dwarf inside you's like, "One more then!" And you go charge. You enter into this room, and my god, that's a lot of treasure.
Oh my goodness.
A literal mountain of treasure and gemstones. Some of you might remember that Thordak acquired the wealth of all of Tal'Dorei. And even the many delves, even the takings of Vox Machina, regardless, there is still literally a continent of wealth down here. All right, your bag of holdings are full. I'll tell you guys what, will make your lives easy. Max out your carrying capacities, and we'll call it a day.
Okay.
Does anything ping as magical?
You bet. I gotta be the one to go find it for you. What it is that's pinging. Real quick. Actually, I think I wrote it down.
And we haven't maxed out Ember's ring yet, right?
Maxed out.
The problem is I can go in and out one time.
So you're saying if we give you all of our bags and then you go in and empty out every bag?
Can you keep your bag of holding? You aren't putting your bag of holding in my
Oh yeah, no.
dimensional space.
Oh no, that we can't.
No.
Could be correct.
Don't we
Oh
cross
no,
it?
I almost TPK'd you.
But what? But what? We could. There's bullshit. There's got to be ways to do something.
Here's the thing. Are
we
there
could load up
chests here?
We can load up the flying carpet. Carpet can carry.
You can't load up a carpet, toss Ember on top of it, and call that something that's carrying.
We just stick like 6 backpacks on Ember, who's slowly crumbling under the weight.
Well, no, but the carpet can carry 600 pounds, so we could put.
And that's the point: is the carpet can carry that much weight, not Ember can carry that much weight.
So if Ember uses the ring on the carpet, he just goes into the ring, but the carpet would stay.
Yes.
No.
Exactly.
You don't understand. I'm not talking about the ring. I'm so sorry.
You,
I just mean
we could
the
pilot like
on
a tensor's
the
disc.
Yes,
is what she's talking about.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm bad with
you're
words.
fine. I understand. We could use that, yes, and I do also have tensor's disc.
Well, break out the disc.
Well, let me just get up here.
Oh, fuck, gross. Nice. No, it's a good move. Okay. Well, okay. There's a lot of stuff you want to all do. What do we want to start with? Do we want the magic detection? Do we want logistics?
Yeah.
How hard we can cheat as much gold out of this place as possible?
Absolutely.
Okay, magic detection.
That too.
In this particular room, Ember, you find let's see here. How to go about this? I'll tell you what. You find some magic stuff, and it will count against the weight, and we will account for what it all is later, because
it's going to be a lot of rolling on tables.
Yeah, and I also need to be careful how intensely I'm screwing myself here with the economy. I gotta be very careful. So here's what we're gonna say, Glint. You find a couple of vials, you find some pretty dope armor, maybe a weapon or two, add it to your weight, pretty happy. Don't worry about that. I will just come in at some point and say, that disc is filled with magic or something like that.
Tell you what, for the sake of ease, I'll add 2-3 unidentified magic items to each skeleton with their backpacks, and then I'll just load treasure onto the disc, so we're not carrying 500 pounds of magical items.
2 or 3 magic items per skeleton, huh?
Well, if there's that many.
I will tell you that you all...
Yeah. He was being generous.
Yeah, he's being generous.
I'm thinking from the bookkeeping end. Whatever you prefer is fine by me. Just tell it to me again so I know what to write down where.
You don't need to write down anything. I will keep track of it in the background. Why don't we just say your skeleton's arms are full? Let's just say that.
Excellent.
We'll call her there. We'll say their carrying capacity is used up.
Are those chests that I see, like in the corner of the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Are they full?
Yeah, of course. Not just bringing an empty chest down here.
Fair enough. Because if they,
I'm so tempted to dump out the bag of holding and scoop in some of those chests.
Well, because here's my thing: if the carpet can carry 600 pounds, if the chest, because the chests that are on D&D Beyond weigh 50 pounds each, theoretically, I can carry 4, and still carry all of my gear.
They can function as more carrying containers, yeah. But...
You did say we could max out our capacity.
Yeah, you can, as long as you have the baggage, yeah. So
and what I wouldn't give to have animate objects right now to have the treasure walk out with us.
I've made a horrible mistake.
I made a great
You told us to empty our stuff.
I did. I know. I'm not saying anybody did anything wrong. I'm saying I did something wrong. I can't wait to bomb Amon, and there's going to be so many orphans that need money. There's going to be so many orphans.
Ow!
It's always the orphans that pay.
That's right. Hey, Zach, can I have 10,000 gold each?
No.
No, get out of here.
Did you go into a flaming magma crater for these? Didn't
No, but my mother died.
I feel
really?
as though we should all really invest in the Bastion now.
Look at this! Look at this orphanage full of exclusively half drow, half elves.
Oh god.
They also all had just started college and lost their scholarships.
Yeah, they just started their apprenticeship too. Oh.
Hey man, all I'm saying is now is a really great time to be a morally gray person.
Yeah.
It's my money.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna burn a 4th level slot on this
Okay.
Ooh.
because I want ease of math for my own brainworms here. If I cast the disc, Glint's going to then cast Fabricate, and this create a 500-pound disc of gold if available, and slap it onto the disc.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so here's the trick now. So yes, you guys have your carrying capacity, you have enough gold to start scooping. This is now a bit of a test against time because
Now we got to get out.
Yeah, we're gonna start rolling for exhaustion, and we're also gonna start rolling to see if magma sharks start to spawn in and what number they do. So we're gonna take it 10 minutes at a time. Depending on how far we get is how much we're gonna say you guys loaded up. We're just gonna figure out what the grand total is at the time you decide we're getting the fuck out of here.
Cool.
Glint, I need you to do me a favor.
Of course.
Of the gems that you can see there at the immediate top, can you pick out the 8 priciest looking ones?
Can I?
Because those are going to go
Oh,
2
no.
each to our
The dwarf is good.
4 recently freed folks
I
to
like it.
help establish them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, if Glint can, yeah.
And
yeah.
while Glint is doing that, Ember is going to take a knee and send up a prayer to Avandra. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just up there. It's like, ding. Okay, let's hop to it. I'm on it. You're gonna find some. I'm not too worried about the investigation check here, Glint. You're gonna find some pretty sick gemstones, one way or another. I'm not terribly worried about it, so we're just gonna say Glint is a part of this. But narratively speaking, he's looking for the biggest, shiniest doodads around. Absolutely. Okay. Oops. Okay, I need con saves from everyone. See how we're doing. DC's gone up.
As this is getting hotter and hotter, I think this would be a good time for Glint to probably drink that potion of fire resistance, huh?
Well,
Oh,
go ahead
yeah.
and make their saves first. We're not
Yeah.
we're not dosing potions all in the save. We can do
Yeah, no,
half
yeah,
of the save,
of
though.
course.
15.
Can I use my heroic inspiration?
Of course. That's a save, Yvain.
Thank you.
Oh, I got a 12.
All right, Zarbog, point of
My God.
exhaustion.
14.
Bev takes another point of exhaustion.
24.
Very good. Glint, what'd you get, Nix?
23 thanks to the inspiration.
Fantastic. You're doing great. Who have I missed? Zarbog.
I got a 14.
Quiro, you just save. Zarbog.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, no, I already failed. I got a 12.
Right.
Oh, quick clarifying question. Ember, when you poured that water on us and froze it, was that just narratively speaking, or did you get rid of the point of exhaustion that we had?
No.
That's on the boss to adjudicate. I'm just making you more
Got it.
comfortable.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm
Either
gonna
way,
say
I'm good.
yeah. I'm gonna say it. Narratively speaking, I think I'm gonna say it's gonna be more of a narrative thing. Like I'm sure
Okay.
very refreshing and healthy.
But we still had as hell.
moments, but then for the next 55 minutes, it's still very, very hot.
Can Yvain make a medicine check on the people who are looking more frumpish right now? Like Beverly, I feel like.
Would you like to do a medicine check on the people, or would you like to scoop gold?
Scoop gold.
Because these are 10-minute increments. So if people decide to do other activities, that will influence how much is being had, and that's perfectly fine. But you may if you wish.
No, Yvain is going to do the medicine checks. She's not motivated by gold. She's concerned
Okay.
about her people.
All right, make me a medicine check to go around and inspect your party and see how they're doing.
Thank you. I'm going to use my inspiration because that sucked. That was a 4.
Sure.
I'm loading up the carpet as we speak.
Yep.
And that's a 600-pound.
And also, I'm going to go and use another
Nix will help
cosmic.
with that too.
I'm just like taking, because the chests are 50 pounds, I'm just taking chests and shoving them on the carpet.
Alright, so that was a dirty 20. Second time
Okay,
around.
very good. Okay. Yeah, you're aware of the exhaustion going around. I think I'm pretty sure it's Beverly who's struggling the most. Ironically, he's just rolling garbage today. Just about everybody is taking on a point of exhaustion at this point, but she's starting to labor a little harder at this point.
Yvain
No
looks
one's
at
in fear of dying or anything like that.
Yvain looks at Ember and says, "We need to go. It's time."
Okay. We are out. Let's get the choo-choo train started.
Oh,
So
wait.
we're
Kira's gonna drink her, like, as soon as he says that, Kira's gonna drink her potion of fire resistance.
Same.
It's not
Same.
a good day. It's not a good day.
got it.
How long does that last?
An hour.
1 hour.
Nix would like to drink theirs too.
Yeah, maybe everybody decides. Is this what it's like to be Ember? Yes, this is what it's like to be Ember. You guys all suddenly feel. Yeah, you all sip on that potion, and suddenly this very hot temperature actually turns into a more, like, it's still very hot to the feeling, but like it's not overwhelming for your body. Your body's like comfortable in this heat now. Like it's enjoyable.
The whole time.
Okay, so because you did that medicine check, you were going around and checking, I'm still going to say that we're going to reach a half an hour of shoveling gold. Yvain will be excluded from that because of medicine and stuff. I do need con saves from everybody else. Glint, I'm going to say you're good because you suggested the potion before the actual check. Everybody else did after. So I will get one more round of con saves from everyone except for Glint and Ember, as they were the two who decided to be fire resistant during the base check.
Also, I completely forgot that I completely forgot that I was supposed to subtract something from my test earlier. So the first time I got a 12, so I would have had a second point of exhaustion. This time I got a 12, so I'm pretty sure I'm up to 3.
Right, because exhaustion gives you a
Wait,
penalty
so what
on
do
your
we
saves.
what do we subtract for the exhaustion?
Level 1 is -2, and then it goes up by 2 every time.
Oh god, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, it's a stacking penalty now. It's rough in 2024.
Yeah, they.
Oh, thank god.
Don't cry.
I got a 23.
Listen, everyone, listen to me. I don't think we have to walk out of here, right? Let's get to the people we're saving, and why don't we just teleport home?
Ooh, yes, we can do that. We can definitely do
was
that.
an
We can
option
teleport
this
out of
whole
here.
time?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the whole time.
And we will walk through the city back and say, hey, listen, we couldn't fight the big magma landshark. We're fucked up.
But what if we did fight the big magma landshark? What if it has treasure inside?
No.
Treasure in the belly of the beast.
No!
Glint's just getting lost to the gold lust.
No,
What if it functions like a pinata?
It's like Lord
Thordak.
Estrix all over again.
All right,
let's go find
next to these treasures.
so we find the tieflings and
We're finding the tieflings, and then
the
we're casting
circle?
the circle, and we're going to do it that way. We're
Love
not
it.
even taking the chance. You're too fucked up.
Should we offer them the chance to take some gold with them as, starting to their new careers as whatever they want to be?
We've got enough gold between all of our bags.
We've
and
got
these
enough
chests
gold.
We can
and
give
the
him
gems.
some for
Yeah,
sure.
we
Give
got
us some.
Well, that's also why I had you pick out the 2 biggest, or the 8 biggest rocks you could find.
All right, yes.
Oh yeah.
Do I need to shift to carry anyone up with the carpet all loaded?
Oh, I really want to see those bones, though.
No.
Glint, we're hot. We're dying.
We're doing it
Get
next
out.
year.
Okay.
If we're moving
Hang
after
on a
that
second,
question,
folks. There is a couple of logistical matters that need to be tended to before we get on the ride of teleportation. So, first of which is you must have a perfectly flat surface to be able to scribe the actual mark onto. And you'll note that 99% of everything in here is like molten, fucked up, lumpy rock. So you guys will have to figure that out. Second of all, is teleportation circle only teleports 9 people, including the caster. That can include a big lump of something like the carpet and its such, but that's 9 people. So I believe you have brought more than 9 creatures into this little.
Oh, crap.
Can Ember go into his ring?
6.
That's 6, and then how many skeletons did
4.
you bring, Glint?
I have 5 whole skeletons.
5 additional skeletons,
Plus
and then we've got a dog, and then you've got Beverly.
Glint, would you be able to cast it as well? You're the one who gave me the sigil. We can each cast it separately if we can find a flat spot.
Well, that's a funny story. I don't have it prepared.
You don't have a what?
The teleportation circle. Out of character, I know the teleport spell has a creature element. I don't think teleportation circle does.
Oh, it doesn't, does it?
Oh,
no, it's just
right.
everyone
It's
that
just
can
like
get
within...
into the circle before the end of the caster's next turn.
Yeah, it's who can jump in stylishly before it runs
Here's the
out.
thing.
That's true.
If you just like draw most of the circle and then we stand on it and then you complete it, do all of us automatically get shunted through, or do we have to move into it?
You can't stand in it while it's being made,
but
you can all. It's not going to be too hard to all run through.
Yeah.
Everybody. You'll be fine. Yeah, we don't need to. No logistics required. You guys will be able to all get through a magic circle.
So we just have to make a flat surface. That's all.
I can probably do that.
Well, let's get to the tieflings, and then we'll make a flat surface, and then we'll make the circle.
Right.
Alright.
Oh man, you ready?
No.
I'm ready.
How big is the teleportation circle? Spell-wise?
In the last half, like as you guys are all discussing this, and I believe you're all fire resistant up right now. I think the whole party has done so.
Yeah,
absolutely, all of us.
I think at this point, like you do hear back in the other room, there is some like cryings of helps and so on and so forth. As your perfect entry and exit in and out of this crater, it seems the dice do not agree with. You want to all run back?
Go.
It's trickery.
It could be. How do we know it's not? Red, we could send Ember, could you send Red ahead to check and make sure it's not some kind of elemental trickery?
Hero's moving at 15. She's reduced to 15 feet. She's still booking it up the tunnel.
All right, hey, up the tunnel.
Glint just trotting ahead at the 30 feet speed on his little legs.
Thanks.
We have some seriously depleted folks here. We should get out.
Good.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we getting out, or are we going back for
We're going
after the people. Yeah.
Okay, we're going for the people. Let's get some initiative going.
Gosh.
What?
Oh,
what? You're telling me this super ultra deadly cavern is super ultra deadly? What the fuck?
Rude.
That's not fair. How could you?
Oh no.
Quicksilver. Oh,
you know what,
no.
that's fitting.
No!
Oh, baby.
Why?
Oh. Actually, I'll roll the dice. I'll be fair. I'll roll the dice. I'm not just gonna.
Why are you so
We're so close.
Okay, it seems that is the number. Three is the number.
gonna cry.
Ryan starts rolling dice inside Tailspire.
Oh, that's never good.
No.
Because that's usually for a lot of dice.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see, where can I roll 58 dice?
58 damage. Oh, they just learned Paladin Smites. That's crazy how they did that. Okay, let's.
Point of order. None of the tieflings or the fire genasi had any weapons on them either, did they?
No, they had like loincloths. They had like just got out of
Princess
prison.
Leia.
Yeah. Yeah, they're loading treasure in Princess Leia cosplay.
Oh boy.
The Ember Lord is a big Star Wars fan. Okay, what's the marching order? That's the keynote here.
All right. I got a natty 20 for a 27.
Nice.
All right. Satellite Glint was at the beginning of the pack. I'm gonna say everybody else is following.
Marching order, sorry.
Quiro is sort of between Ember. Ember, your gang has treasures in their hands. As a reminder, treasure. Have you been rolling for Fenzar Volk and his exhaustion?
Oh no, I haven't, but I will.
All right, give me. I think we've had 4 since the session, so 4 con saves.
Oh no.
One at a time, because if he's gaining them, then there's detriments, right?
Sure. The first one was a 19 roll plus his con, so I'm assuming that saves on the very first one.
Oh yeah, easy.
Let's see. Let's see what his con modifier is. Okay. 15 on the second one.
Yep, good.
18.
4 on the third one.
4. Yeah, that's 1 point.
And 13 on the fourth one.
Did you do your minus 2?
Yeah.
Yep. 14 will become a failure.
All right. So I believe that's 2 fails for Fen.
2 fails for Fen.
Oh, the dog is so tired.
Right?
No.
He's very hot. He's a big sweaty boy.
Oh.
He's a hot dog.
You got the slide, like the.
Yeah,
he's a hot dog.
He can only pant so much.
Put a bun on him. He's done.
He's a hot dog. Okay.
He smells like wet dog.
Lovely.
Wet dog in armor.
Yeah, wet dog in snake skin armor.
I was gonna say.
That's the price of fashion.
His neck back and it pours
The
out.
swampiest dog smell.
I don't like this too much.
Which is, by the way, how he's supposed to smell.
Swampy.
Oh, poor
I bet dogs that smell like that, yeah.
Okay, I think I've got everybody on the field now. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Let's get to it. All right, be up. Just, for 3 levels. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, she's pretty low down. Yeah, I gotta get up to date with the new condition rules because, ouch.
For 3, it's -6 to D20 tests and -15. So, like, if your speed is 30, it's halved. You're at 15.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's rough.
We're in the exact. Me and Bev.
Yeah, you two very lazily. High five. Okay, let me get your. Oh God, they rolled really well. Bad guys rolled really well.
We drank potions of fire resistance before all of this started.
Yeah.
That's
You're right. I should triple the number of guys.
No. So mean.
Okay, let's get
die in this hole, man.
20. Who rolled 20 plus?
Nick's
I
rolled 20 plus 23.
23. What'd you guys roll?
27.
Very nice. All right. What about 15 plus?
18.
18. Good job, Glint. I am gonna just. Actually, what's your dex score?
+2. So I think Ember would be before me.
Yeah, okay, Ember's before you. Excellent.
Oh.
How about 10 higher?
No.
You made what you get?
13.
14, fantastic. What'd you get, Kiro?
5.
A 5, dude. You beat, or actually Beverly beat you. No, you beat Beverly with a 2. She has a 2.
No, Ben.
She's like,
That's what I said.
Okay.
We're both just in the back.
I'm coming. She's ready. Okay, that's gonna bring us. Or he right now? I don't know. He hasn't figured out the pronoun situation yet. He's just figuring out the body. All right. All right. Let's put on some battle music and let's get a battling. We'll put on Goblin Attack because it's the best battle music out there. All right, Zarvolg. How's your speed doing?
I'm at 2, so I don't believe mine is halved. Is that correct?
It is.
Yeah, that's correct. So
level 2 is -10.
Yeah, so you're not doing too bad. So we'll put you.
All right, so
we'll put you right where you are. I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Fen would be beside you because you're at the same level of exhaustion. What would
all right,
you like
so
to do?
first round I get a +10 to movement, so I'm even out at 30 on movement. Yeah. Can we see the room again?
Yeah, sure. There's the room. I might turn it on touch because it's smoking. Okay.
All right. Ooh. Let me run forward.
All right. Forward you go.
And these things have their battle faces on, I assume.
Yeah.
They're not like, hey,
mean.
how you doing?
They look mean and nasty. I'm sure.
Right.
Working
I'll be fair, Glint, are your skellies just like running after you in like a clump?
Yeah, they'd be a little bit fanned out because they are in like crossbow formation still at the moment. But yeah.
And I've got them pretty exactly. You run up, Zorbo,
Yeah.
you have 15 feet left, and there's like all these skeletons in your way.
Some parkour.
So many skeletons in my way. Okay.
Yeah, just parkour.
Right. Well, 15 feet isn't a lot to hardcore parkour with. Yeah, let me. I mean, if I can pinball through them, cool. If not, I'll stay back here.
Make me an acrobatics check with a -4 because you have 2 points of exhaustion.
That's my whole acrobatics bonus, bud.
Fuck, bud.
I got a 4.
Fucking hoser, bud. You fucking kidding me right now? Yeah, Zarvlog, you're like, all right, watch this. I'm gonna do a wall run. And you kind of like, and you kind of go for like a jump at a wall, and you kind of just kind of like, you kind of like get half a foot up on the wall, kind of like lazily, almost like on the wall.
My sweaty foot slips off of it.
Oh my god! The sweat's gone through the rubber boot, and you're like, you're just too tired.
The most anemic Batman.
Oh, stupid.
All right.
I think it's best.
All right. So I can see the one directly in front of me, right?
Yeah. And you're a sharpshooter, right?
Yeah.
You can just pick a line right through all these skellies. You don't even need to worry about it.
Yeah, let me do that then.
Good for that.
All the skeletons are about Glint size, so you can just,
Are these do these seem like the same things we fought before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
These are the exact same things.
So one would not want to bite them with their own face.
I wouldn't recommend it. It looks hot.
Yeah. All right. All right, let me go ahead and shoot. Shoot. Do these get -4s too? I can't remember if that affects attack rolls or not.
Yep.
Any
All
D20 tests.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid 2024. 2024 is the worst.
I love 2024. It nerfed you guys so hard. I loved it.
Okay, that's a 20 to hit on the first one.
Oh, yeah. You got him.
Oh, let me sorry about that. Let me go ahead and hunter's mark this bad boy, I guess.
Hunter's mark.
Since we're doing it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Those are 24 to hit. Let's see what we got here. Oops, sorry. Not rolling. Oh, I think my thing's frozen up. All right. Let me get some real dice out. All right.
Osmodeus.
That's going to be 14 damage on the first one.
40 damage, understood. Pew.
Yeah, all right, there we go. That's going to be a 21 to hit on the second one.
Very nice. Very nice.
And the damage will be... Oh no! The problem with real dice. 15.
15, very nice.
All right, and round 3. Round 3.
Fight.
Thank you.
Nope. Come on, buddy. Come on, little buddy. Oh, there we go. That's a 21 to hit again.
Nice.
And the damage will be, yeah, unfortunately, I get advantage on those first round attacks. Damage will be 14 again.
40 damage again. All right. 4 shots. These sharks are like, damn, those skeletons are really good with those crossbows. It's very impressive. As 3 of them just lance into the side of the creature, and you're down 3 bolts on all of them.
All right. And Fenn's just going to stay with me for the moment since singeing.
He looks a little annoyed that he doesn't get to go bite people.
Yeah, it doesn't get to bite hot coals. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He's a dog.
So upset.
How dare you?
All right.
How dare
I'm
you
done.
not
Thank
claim
you.
that victory over elementals?
Oh, yeah, I did move. I'm done. Thank you.
Man, you're really not going to let Fen become the slayer of elementals on top of everything? You're really going to do
Not
this to
these
him?
elementals. Maybe we'll,
And he's
maybe,
so sleepy.
maybe if we
Listen.
run into like a scary hose one day, we'll let him do like water elementals.
Yeah, the hose in his face. Yeah, we'll pick a nice, like, watery one for you, okay?
Right.
Nothing too
Yeah.
okay,
Let him bite
fantastic.
air.
Yeah, give him like an air one, you know. All right, Nyx, you're up to bat. Boy, is it freaking hot in here. What do you do?
So with 1 point of exhaustion, how much do I lose from my movement?
-2 to your d20 tests and -5 to your speed.
Okay, so where are they? They're kind of in the back.
Yeah, they're all up in the center of the next chamber, and you're
Okay.
kind of you're doing a little better than Zarvolg was. We'll put you kind of up near Ember because he's not detriment at all. So you're like right here.
Okay, they're gonna try chill touch on the closest one. It's got a range of 120 feet, so they should be fine.
Oh shit! Yeah, go for it. I am gonna give it cover though, because like that's your shot. Like that's what you're trying to shoot from. You're got all these stalactites and all these allies in the way, so I'm gonna call it. I'm probably gonna call it 3/4 cover. It's a pretty intensely difficult shot. So just do a normal attack. It's just gonna affect their AC.
So it'd be 20 to hit.
20 will not hit. You try and aim around the skeletons and stalagmites, and it just like it grasps onto a stalagmite and like basically melts it with necrotic energy.
Ah, lame. Okay. They're gonna use their bonus to give bardic inspiration to who's next? Ember? I'm gonna give. Wait, you already have some bardic, don't you? Yeah, you
I'm
do.
good.
So we'll give it to Glint, because he's next.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's a bardic jam in the background. And you're like, sick. So you're feeling a little inspired. Ember, what would you like to do?
Bonus action is I'm going to activate a third pip of the elemental gift. Give myself a 30-foot flight speed with hover. And then I'm going to go above all of these yahoos in front of me. I had 30.
How dare they, these yahoos. All right, 30 feet out in front of them all. You fly in the air like an elemental god.
And what's the starting for the one that's kind of catty corner in the corner?
Okay.
Are they all within a happy 40-foot circle?
No. Yeah, they for sure. They for sure are. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We're gonna spend a sorcery point, and going to kick off 3 charges on the Wand O Fireball, which is suddenly not going to produce a fireball. It's going to produce something significantly more useful. Specifically, it's going to produce Fulminare, a lightning ball.
Damn sorcerers getting around my challenges. All right. You send over essentially like a giant Tesla coil, like these giant tentacle-like lengths of electricity just spark around the room and fry your enemies. They'll make dex saves to dodge lightning.
Yep.
Which is the
dex
silliest.
Save 15.
All right. First one succeeds, second one fails, and the third one fails. The one at the furthest back of the room is going to succeed. The other 2 will fail.
33 points.
Youch! They're like, I've just been born. This is fantastic. And a meal, a delicious meal waiting for me. No. You lightning ball them pretty damn good.
And that's bonus action move, so we're good.
Excellent. Glint Grimhelm. Oh, we gotta think of a cool band name for you. Glint and the Scattered Bones or something like that.
God. Okay, if you can pan out the camera a little bit so I can take a look at where all I'm at.
Absolutely. You're right at the front with your crew behind you.
Delightful. I would like to scamper this way.
Deal. 20 feet?
Yeah, just kind of, spreading things out a little bit, and then if I can keep moving to the right along that little cave wall.
Yeah, like so with your 30.
Yeah, and I can see a lot of stalactites and stalagmites.
That you can.
As an action, I'm going to cast Summon Undead.
Oh, I see. Where is it appearing?
I'm going to have it appear in cover behind the front stalagmite of where the party's looking towards.
Understood. Let me go get you a...
And I'm going to go with
the archer?
This time around, yeah. And I'm casting this at 5th level.
Got it. You're putting them right here?
1 stalagmite forward.
Understood. Right there at the edge of the lava?
Perfection.
All right. Beauty. You summon from the Shadowfell a skeletal warrior infused with the power of the plane itself.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to bonus action command my skellies to focus fire on the lead archer's target. Oh, right, Gumbo is also, I guess, included in that command, as he is one of the undead under my control.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, no.
All right, Gumbo. Which of the burrowers failed the saving throw?
These 2 in the front failed to save.
Yeah, the closest one to the archer In the words of my teacher, light that fucker up. And yeah, I'm gonna have every single skeleton make attacks.
Incredible. Go for it.
Okay, so for my regular archers,
My kingdom for one turn of my bad guys.
I have a 23,
Uh-huh.
a 14,
No.
a 17,
Yep.
a 19,
Yep.
and a natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and then do you want me to roll this first, or should I add in the also the summoned undead archer as well? There are 2 attacks.
Whatever's easiest for you.
I'll add them in too.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be a 17 for the first attack,
That is a hit.
and a 27 on the second attack.
That will hit.
Okay. And then I'll let you decide what Gumbo does in a second. Let me roll all these damage rolls.
Yeah, go for it.
All these damage rolls.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay.
I cast firebolt! No, I'm kidding, I didn't. My father taught me better than that.
Oh no.
I'll get him out of the way. He's gonna cast chromatic.
Hell yeah.
He'll do it at second level.
That's gonna be 58 points of piercing damage. And then let me add in the necrotic, which that hit twice. So let me just roll this on roll 20 for sake of these.
Yep, and I've got the 58, so you don't need to add that.
Delightful. And 34 points of necrotic damage.
Man, that hurt. And he's dead. Gumbo's like, oh, and he'll a bit of part of that barrage. Sure, we'll just counter whatever. He's like, I want to be a part of this, and he casts Firebolt. He knows it's not going to do anything, but it's already done. I was included, not.
It hits the corpse, and the corpse jumps a little bit.
It kind of comes back to life for a second. They're like, ah! Oh my god!
Oh.
All right.
All right. But it's dead. It's dead as can be.
Hell yeah. That'll be my turn.
Finally.
Oh no.
Yes!
You have avoided them.
Yes! I got one turn with these fucking creatures I been wanting to do for so long.
One turn.
You bastard adventurers won't stop me now. Probably will, let's be honest. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy this while I can. Alright, let's see. He just. Alright, this one looks over at you, Glint, and sort of. Roars at you and starts billowing at you like a rhino. You're like, oh, fuck. And it starts moving really quick. And as it brings its legs into the lava, it slams its tail down into the lava. Lava shoots up into the air, but more importantly, it shoots up into the air about 20 feet. Yeah, it goes 20 feet straight into the air above you and comes back down, true to the nature of it being a shark, is going to come and land on top of you and is going to do a deathly leap.
You're making this up.
No, sorry, deadly leap. My apologies, but no, it does do that. You guys were warned; it can jump really high. It's got mad hops, baby.
Yeah. Can't believe it must be taken out by ambers.
No, you know what? I take it back.
Oh no!
No.
It's gonna be worse.
It'll be wasted on you, Glint.
He sounded so excited.
No, I'm even more excited.
Oh no!
Okay, here we go. How much speed you got? He's got.
Yeah, I gave you a delicious pump of skeletons right there.
This is about to be awful.
We were so close. We were so close.
Lord.
Yes, I love the fear. Okay, it's gonna land. So basically, it runs over, just like not looking at anyone in particular, but just sees the largest amount of people and just does the same thing, slams its tail in the lava, jumps into the air, and then it brings its head forward like an armadillo or like a rhino, slams into the ground, creates this like magma shockwave through the ground. Everybody within 15 feet of the creature needs to make a strength save.
All right.
Always within 15.
Much of the creatures was, let's see, movement. It can use its action to land on its feet in the space that contains water. Or within 50 feet. Sorry, hang on. I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row here. Let's make random movements. Each feet of space contains one or more creatures. Each of those creatures, let's see. Oh, it's whoever's in the space. My fault. Sorry. I thought I'd never get to use this. I haven't taken the time. Yeah, it's a little far. It's gonna go after you, Glint. Sorry.
That's okay.
And it's just gonna do what will be more effective in this moment. I think because you're just a solo target, it's just gonna try and bite you.
Okay.
I don't get to do my leaps. The next one will do it. Don't worry. This is going to be 18 to hit.
An 18 would hit, and I could use something I've never used before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my reaction, and also a. Let me double check what level spell slots I even have left at the moment. Second level spell slot to cast Spiny Shield.
Ooh. Tell me about
that. So, an ethereal barrier of spikes made of magical force interposes itself. Basically, I reduce the damage being dealt to me at second level by, I believe, 3d4, and it takes an equivalent amount of damage as retribution.
Understood. Go ahead and roll it up, and I will go ahead and roll my stuff here.
Yeah.
Which I will be using. And...
Oh, that is 3d5s. Oops. Let me roll 3d4s. Well, that's actually better inexplicably. And as that is a abjuration, I'm also going to burn my last charge on my protective verses to give myself 2d10 temp HP.
Okay. Let me see here. That is going to be 48 piercing damage.
Delightful. So I have roll 2d10. I have 12 temp HP, and then I reduce it by another 12.
Okay.
So that was 40. You said 43, 48?
48 piercing damage.
Oh, nice. So
and
exactly cuts it in half. Or go ahead.
And an additional, 6, 12, it's going to be 17 fire damage. But that'll be reduced because of your potion. So that'll be 8 additional fire damage.
Oh, yeah. So take a total of 24 piercing and 8 fire. It would also take 12 piercing in return.
12 piercing in return. Understood. All right. That's what that guy does. As it's bearing down on you, it is hot. Like, its proximity alone, like, melts the air around you. You can literally, like, hear, like, the sweat on your brow, like, sizzling off of you just from its proximity. It is hot. Now we're going to do the leap from this guy over here. Because you guys are all a bunch of...
There's another one.
Oh, yeah, there's another one. It's going to come over here. It's going to do the big ol' fucking 40-foot leap. And it's definitely going to land, boom, right there. Now we're happy. I will get... it will miss you somehow, Ember. You just, like, matrix under it or something. And... all of the skeleton guard, including Gumbo, is going to have to make strength saving throws.
Okay.
Or, yeah, strength or dexterity. Oh, I get to choose. I choose strength. Strength saving throws, please.
Got it. What is Gumbo's strength save? Or would you want to handle that?
I can handle that. It's all good.
Okay.
Gumbo succeeds.
Hey.
I have a 17 is the highest roll.
Okay.
Does that succeed or fail?
That succeeds.
Okay, the next highest is a 15.
That is a fail, so...
Alright, then all the rest also fail.
Got it. So you got 3 of them knocked over. Gumbo, and your other guy.
Yeah, and the archer was a stalagmite ahead, so that one's fine. The summoned one,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, he's totally good. Now for damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be, and this is relevant because they are skeletons.
Yeah, if it's bludgeoning, it's gonna be doubled.
It's gonna be 24 doubled to 48 points of bludgeoning damage to all of your skeletons.
Okay,
So
okay.
Oh, cool. They did the same amount. And that's going to be an additional... $16 fire damage.
Okay, and the one that made the save, is it for half or nothing?
That would be half.
So 12 double to 24, and then 16 fire damage?
Let me see here. The half... Oh, no. So 6, 12, and then 6, 12, and then 16. So 16 is reduced to 8 fire damage.
Okay, my sweet darling Aberdeen survives. The rest of the herd is in pieces.
I imagine when they're defeated, they kind of fall apart like in Star Wars Lego, like the video game. They just kind of like...
Oh, absolutely.
Just sort of scatter into like a bunch of pieces. Gumbo is still around for sure. Gumbo's got hit points like crazy. So that was 56 damage to Gumbo. Well, he succeeded, so he'll take half. So 4, it's 28 points of damage instead, which is much, much better. Alright, just lands on top of them and sort of, again, that grinding stone firing Balrog-esque roar in ferocity. And that is going to be their turn. Yvain, what would you like to do?
Right, so first of all, there's sort of stairs, there are ledges. Is there shit that's sort of up and out of the way? I'm in the hallway?
Yeah, you're in the hallway.
Alright, so I can't even see what's going on.
You see that there's a big monster right there who's like swinging Gumbo around in its lava jaw, and Gumbo's like, ah! Screaming.
Oh no!
Alright, so there's... I can't actually see what's in that room. Alright. That's a
Could
fucking...
you remove your line? Sorry, it's just... It's
Oh yeah, let me remember how to
breaking
do
my
that.
head. It's all good. Thank you.
I have an eraser. Does that work?
Thank you so much. So you can see into the room, but the most prominent thing is that giant magma shark right in front of you that's about to barrel down this hallway.
Yeah, alright, so I guess what I'm looking for is there some place that I can misty step to and be offline and still be able to see it? I'm trying to be not in its direct path.
Unless you're going back the way you came, I don't think so. You'd have to get closer to the creature in order to find out.
Oh, fuck. Alright, so...
Yeah, it's 30 feet to get into melee with it.
Yeah, no, I am not interested in melee. So I am going to... Are you serious? I'm going to... Oh, is there a... I can't. All right, I'm going to sprout wings, bonus action. Like, there's just a way I can move it forward. And it's not really where I want to move is forward. Necessarily.
The way we do it. Yeah.
I want to be able to see the field so I can heal people as I need to.
I understand. You gotta... It's 30 feet to get right into melee with the creature itself. And if you want to fly, you're not going to get quite as far down the hallway, obviously. But you're in the hallway. That's the circumstance, and there's a giant fire monster plugging in.
All right, let me move. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my movement, and I'm going to go towards it. And I'm not exhausted yet, so I should be able to get right into its fucking face. This is stupid. I can't believe I'm doing this.
I love the idea of you
Jesus
being
Christ.
like doing things and like you can hear her mumbling the entire time, like
This is stupid.
this is so stupid. Like narrating her. So that's gonna be 5, 10. It's gonna be 15, 20. You're gonna be 20. You're gonna be 25. Yeah, I'll put your 30 right behind Fen and Zarval. At which point, you, my friend, are going to take. Still counts. You're going to take 15 points of fire damage from proximity to the creature.
All right, halved, right?
Yes, halved to 7.
All right, so I will take that. Thank you. What can I see from here?
You can see a giant lava monster.
And nothing
There's like
else,
some
huh?
fire, but it's a 10-foot hallway. It's a 10-foot creature. It's blocking the hallway.
God damn it! All right, well, you know something. So I'm not in
you can
melee with
teleport
it though.
behind it. You're not in melee with it. You can. I'll say you can see enough that you can teleport behind it if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
straight ahead. That's where you can see. Cool.
Misty step.
All right. 30 feet puts you right there. You're still not in melee with it, but it's still very hot. You look to your left and see this one of them just savaging the wall, and you hear Glint going, "Oh, wizard!"
Wizard sounds.
Damn it.
Bones.
You're doing wonderfully, son.
Yeah. Well, it's yelling encouragements while in the mouth of one of these creatures. I'm proud of you, my boy.
All right, so Glint is actually being chewed upon by the one in front of me.
Yeah, it doesn't take much imagination to figure that out.
Yeah, no, this is terrible. All right.
Oh, it's bashing me against the wall. Oh, my bones. Mine, actually, inside my body this time.
Does it look hurt at all?
No, my bones.
Yeah, it looks. You can see that there's like some lava or lightning scarring across its outside.
This is probably a waste of this spell, and I'm probably going to. I mean, I could. God damn it. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is the thing? I'm looking for the thing. I'm trying to see what it's. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for Grasping Vine. I'm trying to see what sort of save it is for Grasping Vine. Because it's a grapple check. Okay, that seems like a terrible idea. All right, you know what? We're going to do for Cone of Cold. Fuck it.
A cone of cold, you said?
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
It might be overkill, and I might be sorry, but
oh man,
I'm kind of scared.
a personal fan of AoEs against one creature. I think there's just like something kind of metal about that. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, you just look at this one creature just. Oh man! Blast the motherfucker. Con save, right?
Such
Hit it with the AC.
I'm so sorry. Con save 19.
Nice. That is going to be a save of the 21 to save.
All right.
Oh, Con.
Yeah, they got big con.
He still takes 36 points of damage.
Ouch! Is that halved?
It's cold, so I don't believe so.
I mean, like it's saved. Is that?
Oh yes, yes, that's half. No, that's half.
Oh,
so
okay.
18 points of damage.
Oh, 18. Okay, got it.
That's so incredibly underwhelming.
You blast it with this cold energy, and it's really fucking hurt. Like it's really hurt at this point.
It's delightfully balmy weather now in front of me as I'm being chewed apart. Thank you.
It's like one of those hot and cold packs your grandmother puts on you when you're sick.
How I always wish to go on a good summer day.
Oh God!
In the middle of winter on a hot summer day.
I'm gonna die.
Oh God!
All right, you give the fire creature frostbite. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Happy looks at you very sad because it's so hot. It's like,
why are you out of your pocket dimension? How did you get out? Damn it!
How did you get?
it's like, I'm so sad. Water. Can we go to the bathroom? In the meantime of the death battle, Kiro.
All the pets are going through it, and I feel so bad. But also, I could possibly die. They'll be fine.
The
Bonus
thought process
action,
of a fighter.
you know, we got levels. I'm gonna bonus action cast Armor of Agathis on myself, because at the end of the hall. And then we're gonna do Sacred Flame. It's a deck save of 13.
Beauty.
Fail, please fail, please.
That is a failure. These things don't move it very well.
Yes, I was hoping so. I was praying so, actually.
Please go trick them in the tips.
It is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. All right.
And then
blast it with a little sacred fire.
Something worked. And then, because I have a little bit of a buff now, I'm gonna kind of move, like, because I'm assuming Bev and I are, like, side by side. I'm gonna kind of, like, position myself in front of her a little bit, just because, like, if this thing comes barreling down the hallway, I'm slightly more durable than you are. Just a little bit.
He goes, oh, that was, thank you? thanks, I guess.
Why not? Cool.
All right. What next? What do you do next? If anything.
Action, bonus action, move. Nope, I'm good.
All right. It's Bev's turn.
Go, Bev.
She's gonna say, or yeah, we're figuring all that out. Beverly is gonna say, should I use the big flag now? Is it banner time? Is it banner time?
Yes!
Banner time! She's going to take from the back of her pack. There's going to be like a roll of cloth around a small stick, and then she's going to like say a word at it, and it's going to shoot out. She spent some money on a magic stick to probably work here, and she jams it into the ground. And as she does so, we're gonna see which god's gonna show up to help.
This is why. Protect your paladins, people.
Oh my god, this is perfect. In this moment, the flag flows, and as it does so, the colors change to like brawny and yellow and flame, and you see the long bearded dwarven head of Moradin the Allhammer emerge. That was a random roll, but it's kind of perfect because fire and glint.
Thank you.
Okay, here are your benefits. Just to be sure, it's anybody within 100 feet, so we're not going to worry about this, everybody. All of the allies. And you're going to gain the following benefits. The might of the forge. Keep your arms and armor ready for battle for the next minute. You are all going to gain a +1 to AC on any armor you have, so shields and armor, so that will stack if you are holding a shield. To 2. Weapon attacks gain a +1 to attack and damage roll if they are not already magic weapons. And oh no, that's all of them. Sorry, even magic weapons, you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, as long as they are carried and worn by you guys, obviously. And additionally, all of you are going to gain advantage on con saving throws while you're within 30 feet of impact.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
The Allhammer is with you.
And this is why you protect your paladins, people.
Yeah, Beverly's like, Allhammer. Morden's like, what? No, what? Fuck that.
I'm assuming I just hear the singing from behind me.
And then, no, you know what? She puts up the banner right here, and she's gonna cast Sanctuary on Fen.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, you're a good boy, and she casts Sanctuary on Fen. And that will be. Well, she'll. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he just like gives her a look. Really, Fen? Okay.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, Starbuck. I'll get you next time.
Perfect. No, it was perfect. It was the right move.
No, it's okay. I agree completely.
I can't. I have to touch the person. I can't. You're too far away, Glenn.
It's fine. I'll be all right. I have a plan.
Oh, no, I fucked up, didn't I? That's gonna be Beverly's. Every single person gives Beverly shit for protecting Ben. I thought we all liked Ben, and this was a surefire, good move.
No, protect the dog. Everyone else.
No. Yvain and Kiro were solidly on Team Ben there.
Absolutely.
Well, just giving the Terminator thumbs up out of the mouth of the creature.
Yeah. They go to bonus actions. Oh, and that's going to be Zarvolk's turn. Zarvolk, at the start of your turn, is very, very hot. You're going to take 10 points of fire damage. And Fen is going to take 17 points of fire damage. But have that for you, Zarvolk, because of fire resistance potion.
Yeah, and Fen's not taking any now, right? Because he just got sanctuaried.
Well, this is like a residual effect. This is an attack-based ability.
Oh,
so he will still take the damage. Yeah.
Well, all right. Alrighty then. All right. Time for. I'm going to take a deep, hot breath.
Ooh.
And call upon my fighting spirit.
Summer Cleve is like, what the fuck is that? Why does my head hurt? All right.
Here we go. 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Oh, wait, let me give myself my temporary hit points first. Very important. Since I'm standing nearly in a fire monster.
Important.
Only nearly.
Oh, yeah. That's a 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was Bev.
Oops.
Yeah, Beverly's voice. She just hit puberty.
They broke through puberty.
Yeah, smashed through puberty.
Absolutely. You know what? It was
Sorry.
a flag.
I hit all the wrong buttons. I got excited.
You're okay.
That will be a. Where do I feel like we were? Oh, okay. 16 damage.
16 damage to the big monster.
Big monster.
All right, you are going to take 18 reduced to 9 fire damage as you make physical contact with the creature.
Oh, I was crossbowing.
Then never mind, you're good.
Yeah. I honestly, I probably would have tried to chop it, but I don't want to mess up my blade. I don't know how that works. So.
Yeah, it's fair. You guys were told early that it's not the wisest to. Yeah.
All right, and then that would be a 17 to hit on the second attempt.
A 17, I think, is gonna do the job. 17 does the job. Yeah, you hit.
Okay. And that's going to be another 16 damage.
Beautiful. Another 16 damage.
Kill it with fire.
No, wait.
Let's see. This thing is like right up in my grill, right?
Yeah, it's up in your grill, bro.
All right, so if I move, I'm getting opportunity attacked.
Yeah, it won't chomp you.
I don't want that.
Move backwards.
Still though. All right, that's my turn then.
All right, Nyx, big monster.
Okay, Nyx wants to use Vortex Warp to get Glint because he's still in the mouth of the monster, right?
You need to be able to see the creature vortex warping.
I'll be fine.
I can't see the creature. I
No,
feel like
you
I'm in the
can't see
hallway.
it. Yeah, you're in the hallway. Glint's in the other chamber behind a wall.
Crap! Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I ducked to the side because I figured I did not want all of them charging one clump of us.
oh no.
Oh, it's good. I'm fine. I have plans.
Okay. How tall is the ceiling of the tunnel?
Pretty high.
Pretty
you can fly
high.
through. Yeah.
Okay, so Nyx wants to fly.
All right, cast a fly.
Yeah.
Just wanna fly.
Um,
All right, where are you going?
I guess they're gonna go. I guess the only way to move would be like, I guess in the chamber.
God, you got 60 feet of speed with this bad boy, so you can.
I do. Can I get like you see that little like the L thing or the little curve thing? It looks like that you can walk on it. Back.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to fly up on top of that?
Yeah. Can I sit up there?
Yeah, you can be right here with 50 feet of speed. You can be sort of floating atop it if you want.
Excellent. That's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal. I feel like
Making low.
if I cast a spell, can I still do an attack? Or is that my action?
Yeah. No,
I
you
can still do
yeah.
attack? Freaking right. Okay, so they're gonna shoot the monster that's holding on to Glint with a crossbow, the hand crossbow. Pacha.
All right, you did use your action to fly, however. You have a
Okay,
bonus
that's what I was
action.
asking. So I already used my action.
Yeah. You
So
can.
never mind
You can
then.
attack and spell, but you still got to respect her.
Okay. I get it now.
like you can still get out Bardic
Can
Inspiration.
I give Bardic? Well, you already have a Bardic Inspiration, don't you, Glint?
Yeah. What all can I apply that on, by the way? Because I know that Bard's gotten some tweaks between the revamps.
I think it's any
Sure.
20 test, right?
Yeah, any D20 test. I believe.
Okay.
Let's see. Who doesn't have one yet? I think Ember's got one. Does Zarvolk have one?
No.
Vane's got one. No. Crap. Who's next in the line?
Ember and Glint, who both have one.
Okay.
You could. Do you have a bone? No, that doesn't really work. You could give
Who's
one of
after the Burrow Beast?
The Burrow Beast, Yvain.
Yvain? Okay, so just because they're next, she's next, I'm gonna give Yvain Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Be fantastic. All right, Ember.
Okay.
Nice and temperate in here. Very, very pleasant.
Okay. These things are basically 10 by 10.
Oh, and yeah, speaking of which, go ahead and take 6 reduced to 3 points of fire damage because you are resistant to fire.
Okay. But they're
What was the
10 by 10, right?
Yeah, they're large creatures.
So if I were to go to 5 feet above his buttocks,
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
You want to descend into melee range with it above his buttocks?
yes.
All right. So you do. You're right.
And Gumbo
right
is
there.
currently in his mouth, correct?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to cast Thunder Step. And I'm taking Gumbo with me.
Okay. Incredible. Yeah. You grab. He's like, oh, and you grab him, and then, boom! Thunder wave goes off. Where are you sending you and Gumbo?
I can go to anywhere that I can see within like 90 feet. So I'm happy to go like all the way across the lava.
All right. Just you want to be right
Yeah.
over here.
That's fine.
Fair enough. You land here, 60 feet. Gumbo goes with you.
That's
and
a-
he's like impressed. Yeah, go ahead and
That's a
let's do that.
con save 18.
Is that anybody within 10 feet of you?
Anybody within 10 feet, which is why if I was at his butt, that should be far enough to keep Zarvog and Fen out of bite.
That's right.
The skeleton, on the other hand, is probably screwed.
The skeleton is screwed, and that's just going to miss Yvain as well. So yeah, I do need a con save from our poor final skelly.
Oh, he's at 5 HP.
Oh, okay, he's blown to smithereens, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, Aberdeen.
Glint's children.
He clatters against the side of the cave.
Gumbo,
Like an
it
atomic
makes the
shadow.
Lego sound. It makes like the Lego falling apart sound. And Gumbo puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Do not feel bad. She was a worthy sacrifice."
And that's 25 points of thunder damage.
Yeah, like that. I didn't do the con save. 17?
18.
Oh, swing and a miss. What was the damage one more time?
25.
Youch! That's big damage. That is a hurt burrow beast. Well done, Ember. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's move and action. I don't have anything in my bonus action pile, so no, we're good.
Beauty. Glint, you've made a new friend, and it's hot. You're going to take 15 reduced to 7 points of fire damage.
Don't like that. To confirm, so it bit me. Are there any additional effects applied to that? Like, am I actively restrained?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. He just chomped you and let go.
And it looks relatively hurt, correct?
It's pretty damn hurt, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a dumb thing because it's a cool thing. And
yeah,
the way I picture the spiny shield is kind of like carapaces up in like jagged bone shards and stuff like that, which are currently embedded in this creature. So as the Baron is unfurled, Glint's going to feel a little bit of faith and just be, not to Moradin, but go to Tal'Dorei, Lady of Redemption, please forgive me for what I am about to do to this poor creature. And I'm going to use the bone shards to cast Cloud of Daggers at 5th level.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. All right, tell me about that.
So it effectively manifests in its space, and it does not have a saving throw. It just does automatic damage.
Ow.
Yeah, let me toss up the spell card real quick.
My poor boy. Yeah. When on the first time or start of its turn.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Well, so the creature takes this damage immediately on it being cast, and then also if it ends its turn there, it'll take the damage again, or if the cube moves into its space.
Okay, because I've got here when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Yeah, I think you have the older version.
Maybe I have the older version though.
I can toss
up
go for it. Oh, that's the wrong damage roll on this, but let me add in the remaining extra dice of this. I was trying to toss up the spell card, so that should be another 64. Okay. Oops, scrolling all the way down. I do not know why it's doubling that. 64. So that's gonna be 21 points of slashing damage.
All right. As it we'll see that it does it like swallow you or hold on to you because there's like all these serrated bones in its mouth, and it pulls back and kind of crushes the bones and melts them in its mouth, and then you cast the spell and fire them through it like a barrage of bone-like needles that just shoot through it like a cloud of daggers, and it just rips the magma creature apart and it falls dead at your feet.
Awesome. And since I just killed it with a spell, I triggered Grim Harvest.
Yeah, Grim Harvest. You absorb the life force of this creature unto yourself. Its soul is yours to harvest for your own life.
I regain 10 hit points.
How are you going to explain that to the Raven Queen?
Right?
They're,
It's a
they're ethically sourced hit points. It's okay.
Yeah,
Right.
ethically sourced hit points.
Look, it was trying to eat me. I ate it. It's fine. Circle of
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, circle of life.
No, but really, it's true. As the resident druid, I feel like
It's a door-feed shark world out there.
Let's not talk about the resident druid's canonical possible philosophical feelings towards necromancy. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
So that would be my action. That'll also end the spell early on the summoned undead.
And Gumble's like,
my-
I am the last one. Again.
Yeah, let me double check the economy on moving the cloud. Okay,
Go
later
to it.
on, I can move it as an action on later turns. Very cool. Bonus action, the other big shark is still alive.
Sure is.
Gumbo,
Yes, father.
you show Daddy what you can do to the other one.
Yes, daddy.
Out.
The fuck?
Kiro just finds the nearest magma pile and just like, and that is where I draw the line.
Yeah, he just jumps in, just like dives into the lava. Whoa! No! All right. He's gonna say, cover your eyebrows, and he's gonna cast lightning bolt.
Not the eyebrows.
I love this spell purely for ethical academic use, and he fires it off. It's important to say that before you do something unethical. And he shoots lightning at the creature. It does not dodge, as it shot him in the butt. And there be... Won't you shake a poor sinner's hand? He shoots lightning, and it just explodes through the creature. Shoots a burrowing hole of lightning, and the creature falls dead on top of
Thank
it.
goodness.
And that is where we'll call the combat. See, what was there to worry about? You guys got this. You're so mighty.
Died.
You guys can handle. Let's be honest, you could handle Big Mama. You know you could.
He almost died.
No, you didn't. It was
they're exhausted.
Hack up
easy.
Like-
the tieflings,
Like-
hack up the fire genasi, we're headed out. We're going home.
Think of all the magic items it swallowed. Think of it.
Do not listen to the DM. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. There is a problem when the former pirate is saying leave. Forget the gold, forget the riches, forget the fame, let's go.
Kiro is not wrong.
No.
Kiro is not wrong.
Fortune favors the bold. Fortune
We've been-
favors the bold.
We've got fortune. We've been bold.
Fortune favors those that are alive to tell the tale.
Right.
Kiro is not wrong.
Exactly. We lost fortune from those poor skellies that are no more.
Right, can we scoop up their remains? Honestly, this might be a good thing.
We'll deal with all of that when we come back.
Yeah.
We're gonna take the 15-minute break now, and we'll deal with all that soon. Yep, I know what you're. I know what you're referring to. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, beautiful. You mark it down, Nix. Glint's like, don't worry, it'll take us to Amon. You're like, okay, and you mark her all down, and you have but to sort of like etch down the last line of the circle, and when you do, it will become active for but a moment.
Everybody getting close.
So everybody ready?
Ready for my
Act
dress
like
ball?
each other.
All right. And they finish off the circle. Now.
Make a final etch on the ground. I imagine Nix is like, "La!" And then like holding the note. A pouring of light fires up to the sky, like the fucking Thor's bridge, whatever it is. And
Bifrost.
Bifrost, thank you. And all of you throw yourselves through the prismatic light, to be transported back to Amon and out of danger.
Your version is so much more showmanship.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you guys appear inside of what is known as the Traverse Junction. And yeah, you are inside essentially this pure sapphire pyramid that is the wall is lined with half-covered teleportation circle sigil sequences. And you guys emerge inside. The various guards are like, oh, so it's just you all.
With an ox.
This is a very, oh yeah, there's a fucking ox. He's like, oh, you never know, it's the most startling job in all of them all. Yeah, you guys appear with this random ox. Why did you guys have an ox?
So they could carry the Skelly boys.
Oh, got it. You so basically a skeleton with a bunch of bones attached to it. And he's like,
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, why not? You guys, I'm just a fucking guard. I don't know.
Hey, man.
Mage types.
Hey, grades.
Oh, and they have the tieflings too with us.
Oh, the 4 tieflings and the fire genasi.
Yeah, the tieflings are like, they're like breathing, like feeling the sun and everything. And he's like, oh, as he looks at these like skimpy, like slave wear, like slave Leia, you know, and they're like, who do you have here? And then the tiefling will go up to him and will say, we'll walk up to him and like shake his hand and go, and he's like, holy fuck.
It's a long story.
It's a very long story.
I think the translation is their eyes are up here.
I swear I was not. I mean, I've got to inspect the fuck, the people who come through the junction, and I didn't.
Right,
oh fuck, just get out of here.
We have finished our delve into Thordak's crater. Do we need to check in with somebody?
Yes, we do. I think we need to bring them. Also, Yvain is taking off her cloak and putting it around one of them because it's winter. Yeah? It's winter time, and if they're enslaved things, they're going to be very cold. So if you've got a cloak, maybe share it. Zarvolg?
I do believe after... you're probably right. It might be spring. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's cold. We'll say it's cold there. Absolutely. Cold. Makes sense. Good call. Good catch.
Or someone...
Yeah. Glint will take off their heavy coat and offer it over. Which leaves him basically dressed like a Portland barista. But, you know.
Oh my God. Wow.
Can he dress like that all the time now, please?
If you want me to, certainly.
Yes!
Yeah, Portland. Man, that is quite a visual. The most handsome and trendy. Yeah, you hand over the coat, and she kind of like looks at it, looks at you, and goes, "Wuim vahaf quaj pivzuvuv."
Oh, it's mostly a combing routine on the beard. I have no idea what she just said, but for you, please, by all means.
She sort of bows her head as if like you can see that there's like a physical motion of like thank you, and she says Timlakaf, 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 and will put the coat on. Yeah, you guys go back to Thordak's crater where everyone's waiting for you to finish your delve and come out most heroically.
They're looking at the door. Hey guys, we're over here.
Yeah.
Behind them.
Actually, this
like,
kind of
the
epic.
band ready. Yeah. You guys come in. They're all like waiting around.
We also went in with 5 full-size cow skeletons and came out with no cow skeletons and a seemingly reanimated ox.
Yeah. You came in with like 5 strangers in long cloaks, and then exited with an ox covered in bones. Fuck.
Glint's like sidle up alongside one of the nobles that's waiting out the entrance. So, who are we waiting on?
God, he's died from a heart attack. No, I'm kidding. But they all turn around and go, oh, they're here. Okay, yeah. The band starts playing. And they're like, well, yay! Because it seems that you've been victorious. And Vixal is like, spend it in Amon and nowhere else, please. For the love of gods, please. Yeah, and then Tolfar will come up with like, shake all of your hand very sternly, very like, well done, well done. And everyone sort of applauds. And I think we'll say that the sparks of Amon are there. And they're all like, what the fuck? Like, how did you get out with what you did?
I just feel as though someone is going to be interested in the efreet and the slaves that we've rescued. I just feel like someone's going to be interested in that. Yeah, I mean they're sort of like resident aliens.
I'm betting
Lord Estrix
the sparks of Amon are focused on the 5 foot in diameter, 1 inch thick slab of gold that's just hovering in the air.
Yeah, you guys have like a couple of you got the carpet, and you got all of your bags, and like the tieflings, like for all they know, those were who the people were under the hoods. Like they're like, okay, sure, like whatever. And so the ox is weird. That they can't figure that one out, but everyone else is like, yeah, this was great, well done, everyone. With that, Amara sort of like approaches the cavern wall and will kind of like slap her hands together and sort of push her hands together and kind of pull her hands out and upward, and a volcanic stone wall will reseal the entrance to Thordak's crater.
Carpet could carry 600 pounds, correct?
Yes, it can.
Delightful. And then,
if anyone wants to just message me the weight.
Yeah, if I can get the carrying weight of how much treasure people had in their bags of holding, because Glint had some other things in his. I assume the same for other people.
That's the thing. Did we also just like carry stuff out with our hands, or was it just the stuff? Okay.
Anything that the stuff that you would have carried out is stuff that would have been in containers. Because like, sure, you could have had a handful of coins if you want, but like,
yeah.
It's kind of
so
hard to
people want
carry
to toss up their, or just tell me as well the overall weight of treasure that was in their bags. I'll tally it all up because I have everything else mostly marked down.
I kept everything out of my bag of holding, so I had the full 500 pounds in mine.
Same for me.
Yeah.
I left a lot of stuff. Oh, Nick's left a lot of stuff in their quarters, so they had 93 pounds additionally too. So 593 pounds total.
Okay, got it. And then how much extra weight was Kiro carrying outside of the bag?
All of her equipment was 72.5. I think all of her stuff she chucked, like, she just basically filled the carpet up because she had 3 levels of exhaustion. And
got it. Okay, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Yvain, how about you?
So her bag of holding was completely empty.
Okay.
And she had 15 pounds of space available in her backpack that she was carrying.
Perfect. Okay. And then we're giving the skeleton backpacks to the slaves as their
4 of them. We had 5, so we'll still
correct.
have 1 backpack for us.
Perfect.
And they each get the gem.
Yeah,
correct.
they got 2 gems each, I think.
Yes.
Right. And then Zarvolg, was your bag completely empty?
No, it's in the chat. 474 pounds.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else with it?
No, my other bags were full. Unlike everybody else, I brought supplies.
And then I'm assuming Ember probably had a fully open bag.
No, actually, Ember didn't have a fully open bag because he also carries supplies.
Right.
Right. But I had a grand total of 550 pounds.
Got it. Okay.
Actually, it was like I just cropped it to the nearest round number that was
then-
under capacity.
Beverly was carrying the full bag of holding, one presumes.
Yep.
And then adding in Glints right now, which I had marked down as. Double check.
And that is a reminder, the weight of stuff you could have carried should be, like, you have to have it in a container and respect the weight of that container.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I'm checking.
436.
I literally just wrote
non-container.
unknown gold amount and then put 500 pounds.
So, we are hauling 4,198 pounds of unsorted treasure, and then also a 10-pound lump of gold, a 5-pound lump of gold, and a 500-pound disc of pure gold.
And then there was the mystery magic stuff that you just grabbed, separate of all of that.
Yeah, mystery magic stuff, like, that got sorted in there somewhere.
Yeah.
That is aside from this.
And then there are the 8 gems that are going to the slaves, along with the other backpacks, but that weight is no longer sorted. So this
And
is the
Kiro
total
had-
list in roll 20. Oh, go ahead.
Kiro had 4 chests also because they were
I put-
over
That was on
encumbered.
the
I put
flying
600
Oh.
pounds of stuff on the carpet.
Got it. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's the total list right there. So it's so 4,198 pounds of just unsorted treasure, a 500-pound disc of solid gold, then another 15 pounds of solid gold, and then everything else was going to the freed slaves.
So cool. Good job, folks. Yep. That's gonna be a lot of money.
Guys, I think we might be rich.
Well, remember,
We gotta
Uh,
share it.
a chunk of it's going to go to Lord Estrix.
Oh yeah. What was
Yeah.
the percentage that we negotiated for that?
35?
It was
30?
35.
35.
Yeah, and then
And
you
we
guys
keep all
get-
the magic items.
You keep
Okay.
all the magic items, and you guys get basically like you get to choose where you want that value to come from, whether it be
Okay.
coin, gemstones, jewelry, what have you.
Mhm.
That way, if there's diamonds in the mix, we have the opportunity to go, ooh, those have additional utility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might I just say masterful negotiating skills, Ember, because wooey.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a decent chunk of change that you guys are gonna have under your name. Kira, hey man, it's been a week. You're rich.
See?
You just put up with
And see-
you just had to put up with these guys for a little bit, and now you're
See,
set.
kids, this is why you follow the weird dwarf and his giant child. And you don't leave at the door.
Yeah. They're either gonna come into a lot of money or a lot of danger. Or both.
Probably both. Hey, we can spend the next couple of weeks putting our bastion together now. I imagine we have the funds to do that.
Yeah, whoever doesn't have a section of bastion, so that's 4 bastions worthy of purchase. So I don't know. I gotta work it out. I gotta work out how much value you guys got. But yeah, if you guys wanna, you can start dumping money into your bastion. Like, we'll figure out how much money you made in the end. As you guys are probably gonna spend the next day or two, if not hiring someone to do it for you, counting all of your coins
Yeah.
and figuring out how much that was.
Well, not counting the unsorted tonnage in the fact we have 2 literal tons and change of random treasure, just from the pure gold we have, that's about 25,000 gold pieces worth before we split up shares and fees and things like that.
Yeah. That's if it was all gold, then?
No, that's just from the confirmed pieces of solid gold that we have.
Oh, yeah.
That's not counting the other 4,100 pounds of stuff.
Yeah. That'll all be taken into account. Thank you. Yeah, if you'd be so kind as to send that my way.
Yeah, it's
I
on the roll
will-
20. I can send it to you on Facebook as well.
No worries. I can take it from there. Wow, that's a lot of cheddar. 4198 in pounds.
Mhm.
And how much gold was that from the just raw gold?
The raw gold was separate from the 4198, and that was 515 pounds.
515.
Yeah.
Gold. All right, sweet. I'll sort that out in the aftermath. But they're very happy to have seen your success. Kind of change the music here. We're definitely in like a bit of a celebration already. Let's see.
Would you mind turning the music levels down a little bit,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I got that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say the top four of the Tal'Dorei Council. She sort of looks at you all and she says, "So tell us, how many of the magma sharks did you slay? How many do we not have to worry about anymore?"
5? I think 5.
6? No, because there's the one in the opening pathway, and then
6. You're right. It's 6.
6.
It was 6.
But we can confirm that there are 3 more and a female.
A giant one. Yeah.
There's a look of concern, and those looks kind of head over to Amara's way. And she says, I will report this back, and we will be sure to handle it." And they kind of give her the nod and turn back to you, given assurance by the fire shard it will be okay. And they say, "Well, excellent work. The 6 magma landsharks." Oh,
and specifically for Amara, there are already sentient creatures from the elemental plane of fire who are using that thinness to cross.
She'll sort of sigh. Gosh, damn. We knew it was possible. We've seen some elemental activity, land sharks mostly, but sentient, you say? That's not good.
There was an efreet.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll have to report that back. Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
Okay, I've listed all the treasure broken down in the party handout, along with, I think, the rates of breakdown for what Lord Estrix takes, in case anyone needs to reference it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The best.
Leave it to the wizard.
Hey,
Make
man.
sure everything's in order.
I like spreadsheets when it comes to treasure.
Excellent. What now? You guys have had a pretty goddamn successful delve. None of you sustained a single lingering injury. Any injuries that you have taken are in the forms of exhaustion, which will just be rested off easily enough. And I mean, that is about as good as it could have possibly gone. What are you gonna do with yourselves?
Ember has a little bit of a competitive streak. He wants to ask the Sparks, how well did you guys do?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you go over to them, and they all are like, they're all healed up by now. They're a lot more healed up by now. And they go, oh yeah, we did pretty good. They feel pretty confident in themselves. I think Shirku will say, we didn't hire an entire neighborhood to come down with us, but I think we did pretty good regardless.
Look, I'm a pillar of the community.
Yeah, Alistair goes, oh yeah, I know about you. There's a bit, and yeah, they've got a bit of a competitiveness too, and Keljaya says, well, why don't we go and drink something that does not taste good and celebrates to our victory?
Honestly,
yes!
if the drinks are cold, I'm in for that.
There is everyone sort of as the camera zooms out from Glint's joke. Oh, Glint. Yeah, and you guys can all head to wherever you want to go get a drink. Do you want to go somewhere local, or are you heading to somewhere familiar? Because you're a little on the other side of Amon if you're wanting to go back to the port. which is totally possible. But
might as well go back to the Spark. That's where home is at. We got to go back there anyway.
You know, I think Glint might suggest hitting up a different bar for once.
Oh, okay.
Look, there's only so many days, Ember, that your mother gets away from you.
Like, was there a place around here? Is there a place in
Well,
that?
I think we ought to see if there isn't a dwarven place in light of the fact that we received some assistance from Moradin.
I love that. Let's do it.
I'm down.
amazing.
And that will certainly have drinks that may or may not be cold, but certainly aren't going to taste good, but it won't matter after the first one anyway.
Yeah, yeah. If you go to a dwarven drinking hole, the liquor will be strong, but surprisingly and dangerously tasting very good. All right.
You know, these people we've freed, they know nothing of this society, but we can't just turn them loose. Like, we need to gentle them into society, teach them how things work, help them, integrate into a community.
That's our job now?
Well,
you see them, like, jumping around. Like, they don't know. Like, everybody's celebrating.
Honestly,
they don't know what you're celebrating.
We can't just turn them loose. It would be terribly it would be cruel, even.
So where can we house them for now?
Oh, the
my
Spark.
book's very small. Oh, the Spark, of course.
Look,
yeah.
we gave them each a fistful of diamonds, effectively, and a backpack full of treasure. I don't think we're exactly throwing them into the winds here.
They don't speak the language. They could be easily taken advantage of. Come on now.
We gotta get them set up at least.
We need to get them someplace where someone can sort of teach them things, even if it's a sanctuary,
I know where we need to go.
All right.
Because if anybody has something that will give them a primer in common, it'll be Gilmore.
Perfect.
And they need some clothes anyway.
Magic clothes at that.
And we were told to spend money in a month.
And they've got plenty of money now.
Well, we're still counting through it all, but we do have lots of money.
Well, they've got plenty of money too in the backpacks.
That's true. Let's just maybe not tell Estrix about their backpacks.
No,
sort of a
that
separate
doesn't
situation.
exist. That doesn't. That's.
Well, it's not treasure we're claiming. So
That's
it's
right.
really
It's secret treasure.
hidden
What's their
gems.
treasure? No one gets it.
That's right. It's for them.
I call it fair wages, but sure.
That's
right. It's their pay for all their work they did.
Or the labor. It's true.
That's right. Can't be mad at that.
Okay, I have a mental image of these, like, 4 very skinny ladies in like thick, like really random coats. Like, one's wearing a dwarven coat, one's wearing like elven robes, one's like a complete assortment of things, no shoes. And like when it billows out, they're in loincloths and they're just like all dancing around in the snow together with like big backpacks and like pieces of gold are like tumbling out because obviously you stuffed them to the brim. Just like jewels and gold, just like ding, 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 like little bits falling out, and they're just like dancing around happily. It's a fun mental image. What was I doing? Okay, well, first and foremost, you guys want to go to a bar. You take the Sparks of Amon, who are like, so who are they? And as you're on the way, and you end up going to a place called, I'll tell you what, Glint, you're the resident dwarf. Mm-hmm. Do you talk to other dwarves around here? Are you like in the dwarven community?
I think in Amon, at least, Glint would chat up with the dwarves, especially recently, given that he's been putting feelers back in towards his family.
Absolutely. go ahead and make me a history check.
Sure.
To see
Love
if
me
you,
some history.
Yeah, see if you know of any dwarven-inspired bars.
28.
Yeah, you know of one. There is a bar called, where is it? It's called the Molten Mug, and it is a dwarf-owned, dwarf-run tavern. It is rough and tumble. It is very strong ale. It has a hot forge in the backs and even hotter tempers. That's their whole staple. So it's a place for where you can expect tavern brawls, strong ale, feisty dwarves, and even a forge to work on in the back, maybe to take out your temper.
I have to ask, if they do the forge in the back, is one of their specials like the mulled mead or the winter wine where they take the hot poker from the forge and put it in?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
You'll bet. They have all kinds of drinks that are mighty. It is near the Braving Grounds. Actually, it's outside the city. It's one of the better run establishments outside the walls of the city. Yeah. So you guys head out of the walls of Amon and into the sort of northern, sorry, I'm not getting all my districts very well right now, but because all my stuff's a little disorganized. But let me see, I'll get you the names of things right now. Yeah, you go into Outwall, just north of Temple District, and yeah, you find this fairly nice tavern. It's well put together, and the only people who seem to come in and out of here are dwarves. It seems to be pretty humans walk on by, elves, half elves walk on by. It's pretty much exclusively dwarves, and you guys all head on in, and it's that whole turn and look. So you guys all enter without beards, some of you. But then they sort of look through the crowd and see Glint. And they will speak to you, Glint. Hopefully I can get this working. One will look at you and say, "Or Theza Dwarfkin," which is basically saying, "Are these your kin?"
Indeed they are. Gorindan, friends. Please, come inside. Come inside.
Then they all look at the barkeep and he says... then he says very loudly, "Fu Vatholam Jat Ilv Morden!" And everyone's sort of, "Aye!" And that basically means then we all drink to Morden. And they invite you all in. You're part of the clan for the night. And you all come in and big frothing mugs of molten beer, salted pork, and yeah, the hot poker in the cold drink. They pull a couple of those around the bar, and it seems, for whatever reason, they're celebrating Morden today, as they do every day. You're welcome. Throw a couple seats together. You and the Sparks of Amon all are crowded around a drinking table. Keljai is sitting next to you. Glint, she's likes that you got them in the door. She thinks that's pretty cool. Just giving you the nod. And Balthazar will say, "Well, let us drink to all of the lives that need not fall into dismay because of our many delves." And Shirku says, "And the gold!" And everyone's like, "Hey!" And that's up, and they all cheers.
Hey!
Have a drink, and it's pretty funny because everybody has that cheersing drink, and about half of the people at the table are including you guys, because this is really strong. It's not the worst tasting for how intense it is, but it is strong ale. This is twice as strong as any ale you've ever had. Glenn, you probably sip it fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your resistance to poison, you're fine. A couple of them are stout fellows. I'll say anyone proficient with con saves is just yeah. It's strong, yeah, but you don't spit it out or anything. Dwarves laugh if you do so. If you like, or it's like a little too much for you, they're like, ha 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 ha, from around the bar. Let's see here. Keljaya says, so the real question is, you may have, there's competition with gold, yes. But the real question is, how many landsharks did you kill?
Total or personally?
Personally.
One, technically two, but one was with my child here, so let's go with one.
Ah, okay. Anybody more than one?
Not personally.
Pretty even spread, wasn't it? I think we got a total of 6
Damage
of them.
6.
We got 6, but
Yeah.
some of us didn't really do damage.
And Camellia, the sort of ghostly looking furball woman, is like, and then there's nothing wrong with doing a little being like helping out, just to helping out and not being too violent.
I did get 2, and then Gumbo got 1.
Gumbo's sitting at the end of the table, like hands on the things, like looking down his hood at everybody. You're like, right. And Balthazar's like, fascinating. As he'll pull up a seat next to Gumbo and they'll start chatting. He says, "Ma, you are a terrible, dreadful creature." And he goes, "Thank you." He goes, Balthazar's like, "Oh, all right." Likes him. Kaljaya says, "I killed 2 myself. Not all. Alistair's like, okay, easy. He goes, okay, not by myself, but I did get the final blow on 2 of them personally."
So that makes us tied then.
I didn't need backup for mine though.
Well,
I mean, I did.
MMA.
She looks at the table. She's like, I did. Okay, I did. Sorry.
I dabble in backup as something of a specialty. I just bring it on my own, and also with this delightful group of friends here who likely kept me from immolating myself in magma.
Out of curiosity,
like, oh, go ahead.
How many slaves did you free?
They look at each other and they're like, slaves? What are you talking about, slaves?
Oh, well, when you convinced the efreet that he should go home because this was not his home, and suggested that he left his slaves here because it was a bad idea, how many slaves did you free? Because we freed 4. I mean, if we're counting.
They're like
5.
They're looking at each other and they're trying to figure out if you're joking or not because it doesn't make sense to them anyway. And I was just like, "Do you care to fill us in?"
Oh yeah, no. Well, we got past the Mama Landshark. And there was like this big fire elemental who had slaves hauling out stuffs. You know, and slavery's a problem. You can't just have that. So Ember convinced him that he should be, going elsewhere and leaving his slaves, and he did.
They all are like, looking around the table, like, kind of surprised. They're like, Alice was saying, "Wait, it's impressive. Wait, we didn't see this. Well, good job, I suppose, huh?"
Was, as they say, pretty cool.
Cornelia's like, "Pretty cool, yeah." And they're like, "Hey." Shirku will say, "Well, I'll drink to freeing slaves, huh?" And he'll lift his mail up and there'll be a cheers. And he goes to sip his drink and he's like, "Well, we probably could more that jokes." And he'll take a sip.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. All right. Is there anything going on? I'll tell you what. As your first round is done, the dwarves will bring over, like, for whatever reason, they're just feeding you ales. And they, like, put down 2 trays of these, like, ales served in, like, a different kind of tankard, like a dark wood tankard. Like, there's some craftsmanship has gone into it. And the barkeep will say, "These are Boulder Brew ales. Good luck." And he'll walk away.
Glint will grab one.
Anyone who takes one, make a con save. Except
right.
for you, Glint. You're a dwarf. You're fine. You're good.
Oh
Poison
gosh.
resistance.
Poison resistance.
Yep.
13.
Yep. 13.
8.
Got it.
Which are we rolling again?
11.
I'm sorry.
Con save.
11.
This is going great.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, keep in mind your exhaustions as well.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
11.
That got rid of all of my con bonus.
Yeah.
11 for me too then. I forgot about the exhaustion.
Got it. Ember, you having a drink?
Ooh.
Probably wise, my friend. Probably
Smart
very wise.
man.
But
You guys are all...
I am watching Hero kind of closely because this is exactly the sort of situation that eventually ends up with a tattoo.
Right.
All the plotting.
Oh, that's
One of
correct.
us.
Oh,
One
shit.
of us.
How dastardly. How despicable. Congratulations. You 3, I believe. Oh, 4? Oh, no. Yeah, 4. All you 4. You're all drunk, and we're going to roll for your drunk persona.
Yay!
Yay! I love this drinking game that I found. So, yeah, it pushes you right past, like, 3 levels of drunkenness, and now you guys are considered... you guys are hammered. You guys finish your ales and you're hammered.
Gosh.
Nice
Disadvantage on
special
ability
reserve.
checks. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks. Your speed is halved due to dizziness. Disadvantage on saving throws. And disadvantage on attack rolls. And now I need everyone to roll a d10. I will roll a d10 as well, and you may pick your drunk persona.
Wait, which one is the D10?
Alright, we'll start with you, Kiro. Since you're new,
Hello.
what did you get?
Oh no! It's a 7.
A 7. So you have these 2 choices.
Oh boy.
You may choose your your persona based on these 2 rolls. What you rolled was storyteller. You've had so many interesting experiences in your life that you just have to share them with everyone here. Some things might be embellished, others might be complete fabrications, but no one knows that. All you want is to tell them stories. The one I rolled is called Birthday Suit. It is too hot in here. Or is it the clothes? It's probably the coats. Get rid of them. They're too constricting anyway. Nude is always more comfortable. Besides, you've got nothing to be ashamed of. Which persona would you prefer?
Out of the 2 of them, I think for her, storyteller would kind of make sense. Just because, like I said, before she met all of you, she thought she had seen the weirdest shit you have ever seen. And she was very quickly like, oh, never mind. I know nothing.
Fair enough. All right, Nix, what did you get?
4.
4. So your 2 choices are storyteller. I rolled storyteller for you. Very bardy. And what you rolled was je t'adore. It is a non-violent personality, which is you feel really good. Other people, they feel even better. You bet if you got together with someone, it'd feel great. Thank the God so many people in here are hot as the 9 hells. Forget subtlety. You're trying to get lucky.
That's hilarious.
So would you like je t'adore or would you like storyteller?
Let's do the second one.
Yeah, okay, very cool.
Interesting point of order. 1, is Bev with us? 2, did Bev drink or no?
Oh yeah, she's there, and yeah, she drinks, and absolutely, she's fucking drunk. We'll figure that out in a moment too. Absolutely, and so is everybody else. Good. Yeah, she's gonna be pretty fucking buzzed. Fresh piece of paper. Okay, how about Zavog the Grim? What did you roll?
I also rolled a 7.
Okay. So you are, man, everyone's rolling storyteller. So storyteller or, this is actually very funny for someone. It's a non-violent personality called Waterworks. Everything is so sad. Remember the good times? Those were great times. Now everything is bad. And it's just so upsetting, so stressful. Just make sure you tell your friends that you love them and that you're sorry. Gods, you're so sorry. Do they hate you? They might hate you. Do you want to...
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll take that one.
Okay, excellent. Last but not least, Yvain, what did you roll? You did.
So I also rolled a 7. It was apparently the day for everyone to roll storytellers.
All right, you are a story. You can either be a storyteller or you can be the birthday suit personality. It's your choice.
Starts wild shaping.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, she froze.
Ember, Glint, have fun.
I will say, Glint, if you drank it, I will just put you at tipsy. So you're just like, you're feeling good, a little
Glint's drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just a little tipsy. Disadvantage on ability checks, but you're like, you're 2 levels behind them. We'll get Yvain's choice when she comes back. As for Beverly...
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, she got 2 that you guys haven't heard of yet.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's actually very funny. I'll let you guys decide. Option A or option
B for Beverly.
Yeah, B for Beverly.
B.
That's very funny. As she finishes her, like, she's been pretty quiet, and she's pretty quiet. But as she finishes her drink, she like puts it down. She's like, "Wow, we did it! I just, yeah!" And she's just, and she just kind of like starts like, she's like, "Let's get another one! I love you guys!" And she's just like, she's just suddenly gets like really loud. She's like cracking jokes. She's like, "Oh, like remember when we were dead?" She just kind of, she's just, so she got life of the party is what her personality is.
Perfect for Bev.
He's like, "This is the best night ever!" And she's kind of like, she's having, and everyone at the doors are like, "Yeah, oh," they're like, "Oh, you brought in a woo boy." And Beverly's just fucking, yeah. So Beverly's like having a great time. Feels like it's the best day of
their life.
Their life. What are you guys doing as your new personalities take over?
Glenn's just having a good time. Still mostly cognizant.
Well, for the moment, until Zarvald comes over and puts his arm around him, and he's got tears kind of coming down his face, and it's like, "It's not your fault. You're a dwarf.
I never assumed it was, actually.
I should have been nicer to you. You're a pretty good guy.
Thank you. I like to think so.
I love you, man.
I love you too, buddy. Are you doing okay?
Right?
You need to talk about it.
Oh no! As cool as Kiro has been sitting... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was gonna say, as cool as Kiro has been sitting across the table from Shirku this entire time, immediately launches into like 3 separate stories being like, "Oh my gosh, my brother told me about when you did this, and he told me about when you did this, and he told me about when you did this, and did you act like full-on fangirl, full-on pestering him for like all the details, leaning over the table is like, forgot everyone else is here."
Yeah, he spends a lot of time in taverns, so he sees these personalities a lot. And he's like pretty drunk too, and he's like he suddenly just starts doting on Kiro a little bit. It's just like moving things out of Kiro's, as like Kiro leans over the table, just like collects her drink and just kind of moves it over there, and it's just like making sure Kiro doesn't like fall over or anything. And just so he takes on the motherly personality. And he's like trying to supervise while being equally intoxicated. He's like, "Oh, okay, wait, we have to be careful." So he's like a little keeping an eye out, but he listens to all your stories and he talks to you about them after.
Oh gosh.
He goes, "Oh, I remember going down the watch out for this. We went down the ceiling channel, and I remember I was turning the wheel, It was incredible. There was this crack in on their tail, and the only way to get away was to. It wasn't as big as they say in the stories, but
Did you know I almost died in the Searing Channel? Actually, I think I did die in the Searing Channel, but it's okay. I lived.
It happens to the best of us sailors, but not to me, because I am Shirku.
Stupid captain's fault, and he was like, "No, we're gonna go north for some stupid reason."
He sounds stupid.
Please tell me more about how you died. I would love to know.
Well, I don't know if I died. All I remember is being on the deck of the ship, and then this storm came out of nowhere, and I thought I'd be fine, because, I swim for a living. It'll be fine. And then I woke up on the beach, and I was sure that I died. But then the wolf, actually, Glint, what did you say the wolf's name was? He had a name. I should really use it.
Oh, I have notes on it. Let me consult. I have my little journal here. I make little daily entries.
Then swings around as he's looking through his nose. Did you know I met a giant wolf on the beach, and Glint said he's magic, and he gave me magic, and
she met Galdric, the moonlit wolf, and apparently died, but got better, which is most impressive. I actually haven't died before.
Wow. Tried to keep that going, huh? At this point, Beverly's in the middle of the bar, dancing. She's like, I just want to dance forever. And it's just out there. Carmen, you're back. What did you roll?
Storyteller.
Right? Oh, we already determined that. What choice do you want?
Storyteller.
You're going storyteller, fair enough.
Don't want to run around in your birthday suit?
And oh my god, okay, you don't see you because you're new, don't understand how incredibly problematic that would be at this particular table.
I think it would be less problematic because everybody's already seen it.
Shut up.
They'd actually probably start a cheer. Knowing the people at this table, there would probably be a cheering chant.
In this bar, particularly.
Oh god!
You see in the corner, this one dwarf sort of stumbles by, kind of bumps into one of the seats at your table, and that seat pushes back, and he sort of turns around and goes, "Oh, so," he looks down at Keljaya, and he goes, "Oh, sorry." He goes, "Sorry about Tinty." And Keljaya's fist comes straight up into the air, and the dwarf gets launched off his fucking feet, 10 feet back, smashes through a table. The bar just stops, and like a whole bunch of dwarves at the bar just smile very widely. And Keljaya's like, "All right, bring it on, you fuckers!" And then and they all jump off, and she's on the floor, and there's 5 of them on top of her. And one guy goes, she's strong. They're like, "Oh, I'm more than how she's so strong." And then he gets in an arm lock, and she's just like, "Fuck on that!" She's fully in a rage, just losing it like a fucking wild animal.
Being attacks Zavog.
I was gonna say, as the
absolutely just launches herself at him.
As a tavern brawler, I feel like it's irresponsible of me not to. I'm just diving on top of the pile of dwarves, vaulting over the table. I don't care.
Yeah, you jump over the table. Shirku's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And you land on Shirku, climb over him, grab a dwarf, punch a dwarf. Yvain's on top of Zarbolg, got him.
He's crying.
I found my notes on the. Oh, you're gone.
What did I do? Are you mad at me? What's going on? I'm so sorry.
It's like, you didn't teach me how to fight. You're supposed to teach me how to fight. She's got a strength of 9, by the way, so she's trying to grapple you, but being very bad at it.
Funny.
Yeah. Camelia's like, oh no, no, thank you. And she's making her way around the back wall. She's like, no, that's okay. Oh no, oh god. And one guy's like, "Oh, come here, you big woman." And she's like, pushes her hand, and a vine shoots out of the floor of the tavern, smacks him, and he's like, "Hey!" He goes, I'm in love. And she's like, oh, no. And she like runs up the bar.
This is why I always take the
And
corner
this
seats.
this is all fun and games until somebody takes a shot at Beth.
Right. Oh well.
Oh yeah, Beth's just in the middle of the bar, just like she's like doesn't even. She's like, yeah, go. She's like cheering on somebody. Yeah, it's a fucking brawl, buddy. So I'm gonna say some old hairy dwarf. It's like, yeah, I want a piece of you. And she's like, oh well, I want a piece of you too, buddy. And he's like, what? And he's like, what? I feel like we missed something. And he like, boom! He goes for a punch.
He was talking to Bev.
No.
Yeah, one of them. He swings on Bev.
Hero's head pops up like a gopher on the ground, and she's like, what? As soon as she sees the punch swing, she's going full tilt.
Cast
Protect the
thaumaturgy and raise his voice.
Okay.
Enough.
No. Boom, Vikings. Everyone kind of stops. Fucking Kill Giant's got like her foot on the face of one dwarf, two under each arm. Like, the bar just freezes in the most crazy flash mob.
I grab the
You can't
dwarf, and even
drink
after Ember says enough, I punch him in the face one good time. Don't care. Don't touch Bev.
The next round's on me.
Like,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, okay. That's it. Ah!
Yeah,
The fighting kind of stops. And Beverly gets up. She's like, "Oh, it's over. I missed it." Okay.
We probably ought to stop before the dog gets worked up too. Remember what happened last time?
Meanwhile, outside.
Is the dog still an ox?
Oh yeah, that's right. He's probably about to come through the wall.
He's sitting outside.
Just found a nice patch of grass.
That's right. He's still carrying the skeleton boys.
He's probably right outside the front window doing the hindquarter front leg post, looking in the window, but instead of a dog, it's an ox.
Yeah.
So sad.
He can't because it's the two horns are blocking him. So he's like trying to get in the window, but his horns won't let him.
Funking.
Oh. Yeah, turn it back.
He's carrying my children.
Turn it back.
We gotta get Tone first. We gotta get back to the bastion.
All right.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Chirku's like on a table and he like draws his sword. He's like, "To the bastion!" And like falls off the table a little bit.
Come along if you like.
The door swings open, and the Sparks of Amon and the Aurora Concordant stumble out, drunk as a bunch of skunks. The only people who are not totally plastered are Glint, Ember, Alistair, and Honor. They're the only ones who are just kind of like, probably like, hey, oh, crowd, hey. Like,
you guys heard yours, we'll heard ours.
yeah, Alistair just like salutes at you, Ember. He's like, he goes over to Shirku and like, yeah, he like, what is it? Oh, he like pulls out you know what he does? He pulls like out of his bag like a bottle of like half drunk rum. And he's like, here, Shirku, here, come here. And he's like, oh, fuck you. He's like, you dick, give it to me, I want it. He like starts calling.
Glint's just going to use prestidigitation to pull out like a little key ring and just start jingling it.
Beverly's like, why are you doing that? Stop. It's fun. Give it to me.
Come on. We've got quite the walk ahead of us, and then we can get you some lemonade and get you tucked in for a good nap.
See, this is where you use minor illusion to create the small pink elephant to troop along with them as they're going down the street.
I'm leaning up. I'm just like, Bev, do you see the elephant? No, but it's right there. No, but one time I saw an elephant on a coast. It was so big.
I've always wanted to see an elephant. This is the best night ever. And as you guys all stumble on down the streets through Tal'Dorei, victorious, wealthy, super drunk, We will call our session to an end. And tomorrow we will be fully accounted with all of our goodies that we have gained soon enough.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I gotta go to bed, guys. I'm exhausted. Have
Go
a
to
good
bed.
night.
Good night.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
Yeah. Next session's in